Good afternoon. It is 3:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Main Kentucky Downs Studios. Over the weekend, the Titans reportedly narrowed down their head coach search to 3 candidates who will interview this week in person. First up today, it is Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, and later this afternoon, 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. And tomorrow, they will bring in Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. In NFL news, the Bills fired head coach Sean McDermott following Buffalo's overtime playoff loss to the Broncos. McDermott reached the playoffs 8 times during his 9-year tenure with Buffalo and becomes the top candidate available for the final 7 head coach vacancies. The 2025 college football season comes to an end tonight with the Miami Hurricanes and undefeated Indiana Hoosiers facing off in the national championship game at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Kickoff is at 6:30 on ESPN. Tennessee basketball dropped out of the AP Top 25 following a 1-1 week that included a loss to Kentucky. It ends a streak of 90 consecutive weeks ranked for the Vols. Fire Foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Bringing us up once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up? Nashville 3HL is on the air. Britt Doherty with you. Babsy Davenport is in South Florida wearing a bunch of Hoosiers gear.
Yeah.
In support of her husband.
Hoosiers is what they like to say. There's a lot of that going around. I did not know there was so many Hoosiers fans out there, man.
I mean, they're hungry, bro.
Yeah, and they're starving.
They hadn't finished in the top 5 since 1967.
God, and to be able to hold on that long, salute to y'all, man.
I know. Coming into the season, why do my headphones not work, Zeph? Oh, they're not plugged in all the way.
Yeah, that'll do it.
There you go. Coming into the season slate, they led college football with the most losses ever, with 713.
Right.
Northwestern passed them, though, this year. So now Northwestern is the losingest.
Northwestern. Hang on. Now, if somebody goes in there and turn Northwestern around, like, this is.
Well, I mean, Pat Fitzgerald did a little bit. They went to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Some hocus pocus going on over there.
Slay Dog is here with his hocus pocus.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
So it is 38 degrees right now in the Music City. Low temperature tonight, 13. Tomorrow, high temperature, 38. Then you go out a little bit further, and you look at Saturday in Nashville. High temperature, 26. Low temperature, 19. Watching a potential winter storm. Periods of snow, high 27. Winds north-northeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of snow, 80%. Snow accumulation, 5 to 8 inches. What do you want to do with that?
Like, first of all, this is Babsy's favorite weather. Second off, I don't know. I never know what to believe this far out with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this could go either kind of way. If you're new to
the city,
yeah,
it's not like this is going to happen.
Right.
I mean, it
could be sunny as hell on Saturday.
Like, oh, dude, the low temperature Sunday night is 9.
God.
If you get 1-syllable temperatures,
yeah, that's trouble.
That's trouble.
The good part, though, I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to do with it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, what do you want to do with it?
If it's snow, I'm all game for it.
Yeah, just go ahead and dump.
Yeah, come on through
dump it right on us.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's take a dump.
All right. If the problem is, if we were to come through with that mix, that little bit of rain, then it freeze and we have to get ice. That is where the problem lies.
Yeah, and that does happen. So sometimes, we call it the snow dome because there are a lot of times where, like Davidson County proper, now Davidson's a big county, so there are elevated areas like Jolton. We always joke about how, the ski resort's open already and all this thing. But a lot of times, like downtown Nashville doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
Even if others outside, like Brentwood's getting 3 inches of snow or whatever it is. So we'll see. And then the front end, the problem with this storm is it doesn't look like it's going to start as rain. It looks like it's going to start as snow because
that's good.
the high temperature is 26, which apparently will happen at midnight. So the temperature will fall through the day.
That's on Friday night, 26, and then
Friday night, the low is 20.
Oh,
and so, yeah, it's not going to start as rain.
Good. That's good.
So sometimes that's another thing that happens here. Sometimes it'll start as rain and hold the accumulations down because it takes longer to change over to snow than a lot of people think.
Okay.
It's tough. It's tough forecasting weather over here.
That's our urologist.
Urologist?
Yeah, see, you couldn't do it either.
I can't do it either. Real quick, Vanderbilt Commodores, the women are ranked 5th in the country. They're playing number 7, Michigan. It is 63-59.
Oh, they came back.
Vanderbilt, yes.
Vander was spanking Michigan. Michigan started out spanking them. Then Vander turned around and started spanking Michigan. Now I guess everybody just at a standoff of spankings.
There's a lot of spanking going on.
I'm telling you.
It's a wild game.
Man, I love Shay Ralph.
Yeah, she's something, isn't she?
Oh, man.
Michaela Blake's only has 12 points.
That's what's crazy. And they were spanking her without her going off.
Aubrey Galvan has 16. Justine Pissot has 14.
Pissot, I think.
Pissot, yeah. Is she French?
Maybe Italian or something. We're going to go right. Somewhere around there.
3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. It is National Championship Monday. Ooh, what?
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Shout outs presented by your mom and him.
Man, shout out to Kevin and the fam over there at Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Big salute to Tyler, dog. I'm telling y'all, man.
What Tyler did?
Man, Tyler saved me from rubbing my feet together for warmth.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the units cut out on me, master bedroom. Man, we just in that thing, just a cool shivering. Man, I hear Kevin.
You like it cold in there, though.
I know, I love it, but the wife don't. So that was the problem. That was the whole problem. She said, she was like, "You gonna love it when you get home." Now, mind you, I ain't been home. So when I got there, I was like, "Oh, this feels great." Like,
what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm cool in this. She was like, "No, we gotta get this fixed." So, Kid hit Kevin up. Kaylin called me, and Kaylin got me in touch with Tyler. Tyler came right over, knocked it out, figured out what the problem was, went and picked up the part on his way back through, came and installed it, and guess what?
What?
Let there be heat. He said you good to go. Appreciate you, Tyler, man.
I talked with Kevin on text message today, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Well, tell him thank you next time you talk to him, like I did. That's for me.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, shout out to Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, dog. They come through, man.
Johnny says Justine transferred in from UT.
Oh, yeah. Sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right on that. Good job.
Well, she's played 30 minutes. It's 63-61 now.
Ooh, we got a bond by now.
I wish we could watch it on the TV behind you, especially on a holiday.
Oh, especially on the sports show.
On a holiday.
On sports show.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Hey, shout out. We ought to play a speech.
We celebrate the life and legacy of. I just went Yoda on that.
Yeah.
You want to play the speech?
Man, no, a piece of it. Like I posted one that I thought it was really good.
There's so many quotes.
It's like that's the other part. Like, yeah, we can just do a whole show. You ought to come back from break with one on Zephyr.
Yeah.
Like a little
every break.
Second. Yeah. Come on, Zephyr. That's easy, Zephyr. All you got to do is go to social media. It's lined up. They lined up left and right.
Throwing that to me on the fly, huh?
Yeah. You know, flies a little honey.
We never do that to you.
Yeah, like why would we?
Yeah, not at all.
Never.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that.
There you go. So we say everybody love everybody, man. That's Savage saying. Come on.
Yeah, he does say that. Coming up today, Chris Lowe will check in live from South Florida in advance of Miami, Indiana.
CeeLo.
AU Pro Basketball coming back. Athletes Unlimited coming back to Municipal. It all starts February 4th, which is 2 weeks from Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll visit with who we got going
Dory
today?
Harrison.
Dory.
Nashville's on.
Yep.
Dory Harrison.
You going to do a parlay before you head to Charlotte?
You know what, Yoro? I think I will.
Okay.
I think.
You have tonight's game figured out?
No, but somehow my wages do. Like, me personally, no. But the wagers, they've made their wager.
So you feel very confident about your wagers?
I hope so.
Y'all riding in the same car?
No, let me tell you, I got 1, 2, 3.
You hanging out the window?
I got 3 wagers, Yoro.
Yeah? I've never heard you call them wagers.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to wage in this one.
Okay.
I'm waging in the water. I'm hoping that somehow only two of them are same. Two of them are the same team. One of them is not. That's what I'm telling you. I'm all over, man. Like this is it's too much going on in this national championship game, man. Too much uncertainty for me.
What did it was Todd Furman last week going.
That did it.
I'm going Miami plus the 8.5, and I think Miami wins. That totally changed everything with me.
That's a monkey wrench.
Because Indiana can come over here and make you look stupid if you go with Miami. Because they easily could blow them out.
Yes.
Or Miami could run the ball, shorten the game like they did.
Let that D get a couple turnovers and scores.
Yeah. I mean, we'll break it down. We'll ask Chris what he thinks.
We ain't got no choice. We got to break them on down.
We'll break it on down. The Funkyville. 5 o'clock, Mark Mariani will be in studio. What was his blood in the water last week? I don't remember.
Oh, I wrote it somewhere.
Oh, it was the Bears.
It was the Bears.
Dude, when Caleb Williams completed that 4th down pass, I was like, here we go again. Like this team just does not lose in the fourth quarter.
You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that in real life. The stuff
and then that big A kicker.
Yeah,
for the Rams. Got it done.
Mm-hmm. The passes he makes, is only made for video games. It's not made for TV. It's only made for video games. You would never teach an athlete coming up to play that way, ever.
What was amazing to me on that play was it looked like he was going to spin and go against his body, and I think he thought, now I'm going to have to throw it going against my body. And so he stopped and just backed up so he could get everything into the throw, and then boom.
No, he got a flick of the wrist.
Yeah.
That sidearm that was incomplete on the sideline that he threw between 3 guys, I was like, what even made you think he could get it through that way? And he got it there. Like the guy came in like, hey, man, dude is – I saw him being special in college. He's special in the league, too. I'm going to be real. Fingernails and all.
Needed the right guy.
Yep. So, all right.
One guy in 1 year.
All right. All right, Titans, you on the clock. One guy, 1 year. One guy, 1 year. What I say? One guy, 1 year.
Buffalo Bills have parted ways with head coach Sean McDermott. So does that pause the search to bring him into the mix? We'll talk about it a little bit. When we come back, we'll focus in on, Indiana, Miami. Did that just happen? No. We'll focus in on Indiana, Miami. Chris Lowe joins us from South Florida at CeeLo FB. Bab said she might check in if she wasn't partying hard.
I was going to say, not from the picture she sent us. She better not check in.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
What is happening, good people? Brentwood Jewelry is who I'm bringing to your attention when it comes to whatever you're looking for that's nice and shiny and lasts and it has value, holds the value. BrentwoodJewelry.com. That's where you head to if you're on your handheld devices. You want to check them out, want to surf their website and see exactly what they have. I'm telling you, it's set up very easy. Even I can go through it and navigate it, man. So I know you can. Or if you physically want to go into the shop, 7012 Church Street East. Right there in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. That's where you would go. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for over 50 years. Check it out, y'all. If you've already heard or if you haven't heard, Nashville's premier timepiece dealer is Brentwood Jewelry. You want to get these watches that you've been craving, the ones that keep popping up on your timeline. You saw your partner with when you went to the bar and watched the game with them. Well, they got it all for you. And they are the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, vintage or current models. So dive in. Get over there. Get to BrentwoodJewelry.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Miami and Indiana battling it out for the national title. Chris Lowe is down there on 3. Chris, what's up? How are you?
I'm great. It's good to be with you guys.
I've seen some pictures from Bab. She's down there with her husband, Travis. There seems to be a lot of Indiana fans down there, but that also could be that that's where they are. I don't know.
Well,
where are you seeing?
There's a ton of Indiana fans. I've seen them all over Miami the last few days, but it was very much the same in Phoenix. They were everywhere you looked. Excuse me, when I was with them earlier in the season at the Big Ten championship game, and I think that was obviously a close trip, but they will. I'd be surprised, even though we're in Miami, that there's not more Indiana fans here than Miami fans.
Absolutely amazing. What's the weather like down there, Chris?
It's very nice right now. A little bit windy, cold this morning, but it should be perfect for the game today here at Miami. And it's it's not real breezy, and looking like it's going to be 60, 70 degrees by the time we kick it off.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds real good. CeeLo, well, later on tonight, probably about 10-ish, 11, make sure you send me your first receipt to wherever you go. Just take a screenshot and send me your first receipt to wherever you go so I can know what kind of time you're having down there.
Well, I would have done it last night. So I was on a yacht last night.
What?
Look at my dog. Hey, that's what I'm looking for.
Was T-Pain on that boat? What were you doing on a yacht?
When you're big time like Slay, every once in a while they know that I'm buddies with Slay, so they invite you on these parties. And it stayed docked. Got to watch the end of the Bears game on the yacht. Had a couple beverages, Slay, with your name on them, and had a carving station on board. So it was a nice little evening.
That's what I'm talking about, CeeLo.
I love it. Well, I don't know what to think about this game, Chris, because Indiana's playing at such a level that I was poised to think, you know what, if they get a couple scores separated from Miami, I just don't believe Carson Beck can do it when he's got to throw it every time. But then we had Todd Furman on, our guy in Vegas, and he said that he liked Miami plus the 8.5, and he liked Miami to actually win outright. So that's got my little brain into some sort of conundrum.
Football people I've talked to, I say coaches, people who know a lot more about the game than I do, will tell you that Miami checks the boxes that you need to check to beat these guys. I.e., they can rush the passer, they're good up front, they got guys who are disruptors. Now, Mendoza does a good job of getting rid of the football. He's got 3 or 4 really good receivers. But if you're going to beat Indiana, you've got to disrupt him. You got to get him off balance, create some turnovers, create some short fields. I think this is right. I think Indiana fumbled the ball 3 or 4 times against Oregon, but recovered all of them. Yeah. So if you're going to get back there and get to him, maybe create some fumbles, some turnovers, you got to recover and give your offense a chance to score off that. So I think that's when you start looking at Miami's front guys, obviously Ruben Bain, but everybody else up front, that's the kind of, if you ask any coach, what are you going to need to win this game, to beat Indiana, you got to have guys who get to the passer, and they have that.
Yeah, the trenches is where Miami definitely has an advantage there. Not that Indiana hasn't been good up front, but some injuries on the defensive line. Indiana's linebacker, though, Aiden Fisher, I read a quote from Bryant Haynes, the defensive coordinator, that calls him an elite mind, and they gave a couple of examples where he likes to get up around the line of scrimmage so he can hear what the quarterback is saying. And he must have some sort of photographic memory because it comes back later in the game and he uses it. And there's a specific play. He said it was his favorite play. They were playing Iowa, and they did he started screaming, tight end screen, and his teammate made the play for a lost yardage play. And he said, that was my favorite play because I figured out what it was. He goes, I didn't even make the tackle. But he is a smart linebacker for Indiana.
Yeah, Fisher's a microcosm of this team. He's played it forever. He's seen it all, different levels. He's played in a bunch of really big games, and he's got a bunch of guys on defense around him. And they tackle well. I know everybody keeps saying that, but one of the reasons they do tackle well is because of the stories which you just told. They're really good pre-snap of seeing what teams are doing, what they're aligning in. They've watched so much tape together. And if you're going to be a good tackling team, you got to be in position. You can't be out of position. And you go watch their games throughout this season, and they are always around the football. Rarely do you see a play where they look like they're just totally out of position or just not knowing somewhat what's coming. And a game tackle, that's what to me is so impressive about Indiana is, you see a lot of athletes on teams across the country, defenses that are really good, defenses that have edge rushers, guys on the back end that can help take away things. But this Indiana team plays as a unit so well together. You mentioned the front. And remember this, Stephen Daly, their most productive edge guy. He's
just
not
about
even
to say
played.
that. Just about
he hadn't played the whole playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, he has not played a single game in the playoff. He had 19 and a half tackles for loss this year. They haven't dropped off any. Their linebackers are all older guys who play. They're back in. Pons, I was talking to Pons, their corner, the other day, and he's from down here. He was under-recruited because he's 5'9", 170 pounds. You see him, he looks even shorter. But you go watch him play, he's all over receivers and is not scared. He played against Jeremiah Smith. Hell, they were on the same team in high school. So he's seen talent. He understands, and he's played a lot of football. So when you got guys like that who can cover on the back end and you're able to get pressure and you're not a team that misses tackles, man, it all fits together. And defensively, they've been lights out. I really think Miami's going to have to hit them with some big plays. And, of course, you've got weapons to do that. Malachi Tony is a blur, man, and they can move him around.
Incredible player.
They do a great job of getting him the football in different spots in the field, whether they're running jet sweeps or they're throwing it out to him quickly down the seam. He gets separation. And I think probably one of the more underrated players on their team, maybe in college football, is their back, Fletcher. Fletcher's about 225. And here's another guy that can play every down. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He is a great pass protector. As a running back, man, he is outstanding. And then he is a tough downhill physical runner when you get down in the red zone. And if he makes you miss to run over you, he's got the ability to go 20, 30, 40, 50 yards. So they've got weapons. But I do think, it's going to be hard because Indiana is so good and so disciplined on defense to put together a lot of 10, 12-play drives. I think the Hurricanes have got to find a way to hit them with chunk plays.
Chris Lowe with us from On3.com. He's down in South Florida. Incredible stat I saw today. Indiana's defense, Chris, has 13 penalties all year.
Yeah.
How about that?
They don't make mistakes. They don't miss tackles. They don't make penalties. They don't give up easy yards. So rarely defensively are they 1st and 5, for instance. They jump off sides, or they're giving teams, in the pass game, they're committing pass interference or defensive holding. And when you do that, much like offense, you're making the offense earn it. That's why I said a minute ago, if Miami, to me, is going to win, they got to find some ways to generate bigger plays. And because you just don't go 75, 77 yards on 10, 12 plays against this Indiana defense and do it consistently throughout a game.
CeeLo, man, when you talk about Indiana and the preparation that they have, nothing really catches them off guard. So when not catching them off guard, I haven't followed Cristobal like that to know his style. But is this a game that we could expect somewhere in the game, like where you try to turn the tables with the onside kick, a trick play, or is Cristobal just one of those, let's line it up, man, mano y mano, and let's go get it? And that's what we expect coming out of this one.
I think what we're going to see, Slay, is I think anytime they're 4th and, 1, 2, 3, certain, they're not going to do that on their own 23.
Right.
But when they are plus, they're on 46 or on 45, certainly on the plus side of the 45, I think you can see how Miami go for it. I think they got that much faith in their offensive line. Those guys have been together now. The only guy they plugged in this year was Brockham, center, and he's had a terrific year. And we talked about Fletcher. There's been a lot of talk about Carson Beck. Can he continue to play as consistently and as error-free as he has? And he's playing with a lot of confidence. And you talk to the guys around him this week, they have a ton of confidence in him. And he made a bunch of big plays when they needed him against Ole Miss. So, no, I think to answer your question, I do think you're going to see Miami not hold back. And when it's 4th down, whether it's trying to get a ball to Tony on the perimeter or, even – I tell you one thing that's been different about Miami and talking to their OC, you mentioned this year Beck's been a lot more willing to run the football. And that was something they were on him hey, listen, you got a chance to get 4 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards. You go back to his touchdown run against Ole Miss in the semifinals. He's done that a lot more. He's tucked the ball down, and listen, he's never going to be mistaken for Trinidad Chambliss, right? That's just not who he is. But he has done that in key situations, and that's helped their offense a lot. I think that's something to watch tonight. If Indiana can lock down people, if they can lock down his receivers, is he able to get out on 3rd and 3, on 4th and 2, down the red zone? Is Beck able to get out and make some first downs with his legs?
Lo, could you get a kind of sense of where the pressure lies between these two teams? Like I saw your article with and talking about Surratt saying it doesn't mean anything if we can't finish it with a championship, and then vice versa. You look at what Carson Beck has gone through as far as transforming the way that he's perceived by people. Which team could have the most pressure? Because I don't see any with Mendoza. I think him personally, he's just gonna be who he is.
Unflappable.
Yeah. Mendoza's not a guy he's pretty unflappable. I think you're exactly right. I think if you talk about teams, and I may be completely wrong here, I think there's probably more pressure on Indiana. They've had this unbelievable season. They've blown people out the last few games. I mean, they're an 8.5-point favorite. And as good as Signetti has been at building that program the last 2 years, it's still fair to ask, will they ever get back here again? How hard will it be for them to get back here again? Yeah. And here's their shot, and they haven't been in this position ever. I mean, this is their first chance, first time they would have ever won a national title. So that you got a lot of the pressure on you, your fans, the state. I mean, to be, do something historic.
Yeah.
What this would be. So I think as a team, there's probably more pressure on Indiana. But I think, when you get to this point, Slay, you play the game at a high level, man. The whole deal about pressure, it's one game. Yep. Everybody's out there. You played on a lot of big stages, and I just don't think pressure really plays a big part in it until you get into the last. You get down to the last kick.
Yeah,
you got to drill a 48-yarder to win it, or it's 3rd and goal from the 1 or 4th and goal from the 1. But I think throughout the game, the teams are sort of who they are, and if Miami, I'll sort of boil it down to this: Miami's going to win this game. They got to do two things. They got to protect better than Indiana protects up front offensively, and they got to be the more physical team. They got to beat them up. They got to make this a bloody your nose type of game.
Yeah, I'm all the way with that. I think when you get to that stage, especially these two teams that made it here, the preparation is crazy. They're almost in automatic mode until, like you said, you get into the waning moments, and then there's guys that kind of levitate above the rest that end up making plays, but. Yeah, dog.
And it might be a freshman. It might be Malachi Tony.
Absolutely
could
right,
be.
Dog.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Well, I think it all comes down to this. Can Miami run the ball against Indiana? Mark Fletcher, 6.8 yards per carry so far in the playoffs. He's 2 of the 3 games he's been over 100 yards. And can Miami affect Mendoza? Kind of the bullet points you've been talking about. Miami led the nation in sacks this year. Ole Miss did a good job, though, with tempo of limiting Mesidor and Bain and their effectiveness there. So, I wonder if we'll see that tonight. I'm guessing we will.
Well, I think 2 things there. Number 1, Chambliss got rid of the football.
Yep.
And number 2, he is like a second running back there, probably better and faster and shiftier than most running backs. That's not, that's not exactly what we're looking for tonight as far as a quarterback being able to run the football. You don't have that in Beck. And Mendoza. So you've got to be able, I think, to make some things happen over and above what you've done. And that's why I said earlier, if you're Miami, you need Beck to probably hurt you a little bit with the run game. And I think this, too. I think when you start talking about the run game and Fletcher being able to run a football against these guys, to me, Tony's a big part of that, is getting it out to them quick. Yeah. They can use, and they've been pretty good, Dawson has their OC, at using the quick pass game to him, whether it's little flips, whether it's screens, whether it's inside stuff. It's almost like an extension of the run game. And I think those types of plays and be able to make some yards with those types of plays will be a big part of it.
Chris Lowe with us down in South Florida. Chris, a couple other things in the college football world. Are you surprised that Tennessee didn't do more in the portal at quarterback?
Well, they tried, and I mean, the old. It wasn't like they didn't try. I mean, they were willing to spend some money, but they, did they get off to a quote unquote slow start? Perhaps, did they? I know people say, well, at least they didn't back up the Brinks truck like some of these other schools did or didn't. I mean, they identified. I know they were certainly involved with Sorsby, certainly involved with Ty Simpson, certainly involved with Sam Levitt, three of the quote unquote big names. Now, as it turns out, Ty goes pro and didn't stay. Didn't ever went into the portal. But it just sometimes you want to make sure you get guys you think it fit, and I don't think you ever just throw $4 or $5 million just to get a guy. Mm-hmm. And now they did get the kid from Colorado. I think that's more. You got somebody else now to throw into that competition. You don't just go in. You don't go into spring and preseason with two kids who've never played. You want to throw somebody in. At least he's played some. Now, is he going to be your every down starter? I don't know, but you've got another body to throw in the competition. Listen, this is not ideal. Anybody who tries to sugarcoat it and say this is okay, it's not a big deal, they're not telling the truth. Tennessee wanted an established starter. That was something, and you still got the Joey Aguilar thing hanging out there if he can win his case. I don't know that anybody is definitely thinking he will. I mean, there's some hope. So you still got that hanging out there. But you look around college football, and rarely do you win at a high clip with guys who are first-year starters. You just don't do it. And you look around the teams that made it this far in the playoffs. Either they've been somewhere else and came in here or didn't. But no, that was not what I think. If they'd have drawn it up, if you could have drawn it up perfectly for Tennessee back before the portal opened, because I think they absolutely addressed a lot of needs on the defensive side of the ball. They brought in the running back. I think they're up close to 20 guys that they've added. But certainly one of their priorities was to bring in an experienced quarterback, because I think you got to go in with, in this day and age more than ever, you got to go in with that guy to know that he's played and he's had some success. And I think the kind of guy that gives everybody around him confidence, because they know he's had that success and they know he's had that experience. I think that was a big part of Joey. Joey hadn't played with this group, but he had played. He played at Appalachian State. He had big numbers. He came in as a good teammate in 3.5 months, won these guys over. That matters. So I think if you were sort of giving Tennessee a grade right now in the portal, and again, we don't know how any of it's going to play out, I give them high marks for going out and getting guys on defense at positions they needed to fill, getting a running back. I think they got a starter, at least one starter in the offensive line they can plug in. I would grade them down, and they did not go out and get an established quarterback.
Chris, have fun tonight. Who do you think wins?
Listen, man, I'm like everybody else. I'm a boxing guy. Until I see somebody knock the champ out, knock the guy who's never lost, until I see Buster Douglas knock out Mike Tyson. Not that Miami's Buster Douglas, but hey, no one's beaten this crowd. I'm talking about Indiana yet. Yeah. And they've been beating up people in the playoff, good teams who recruit at a high clip. Until I see someone to beat them, man, I got to go with the Hoosiers. It's Norman Dale. It's who's the kid who made that? Jimmy Chitwood.
Jimmy Chitwood.
It's the football
These are Hoosiers
version.
references, Slay.
Yeah.
Football. Slay knows who Hoosiers is.
He had seen it.
I never watched it, CeeLo.
Come on, Slay. It's like saying you never seen The Wizard of Oz, man.
You might be right on that. No, I see that.
Nothing like disappointed Chris on the way out, man.
Dog too.
Hey, hit the clubs tonight. Let us know where you are.
Hey, I'll send you pictures, Slay.
We need proof of life.
Can't wait.
At some point.
All right, see you guys.
Chris Lowe on 3.com down there. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about tonight. I can see Indiana blowing them out. I can see Miami with that defense hanging tight.
I've been so sure walking into these games leading up to this one.
Indiana's been easy. Been rolling with them. So why change now?
That's all I'm saying. But we bragged on this front line.
We're perplexed.
This D-line, man, it's serious, man.
Serious. They led the nation in sacks.
It's so serious. Like they can change the game like that.
Now, they do have a cornerback that's out. Xavier Lucas will miss the first half after being ejected for targeting in the semifinal
But can the
game for
pass
Miami.
rush neutralize that?
Yeah, and Mendoza's so good at finding your weakness.
Oh.
Those back shoulder throws he throws.
Oh. And he got some receivers that are fit for him.
By the way, Vanderbilt, number 5 in the country, the women, they knock off Michigan 72-69.
Okay.
So
Ralphs.
that's a top 10 win for Vanderbilt, who will continue to rise. Michaela Blake's 14 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Aubrey Gallivan, 20 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. All right, when we come back, what do you guys think? Titans are reportedly down to 3.
Oh, yeah, this is a conversation I've been waiting on right here.
Or do you wait on Sean McDermott and get him in here?
Ooh.
Also, before you get out of here, we need to figure out what happened in Knoxville. Because you had some pointed things to say on Twitter.
Absolutely.
That hopefully made its way through that team.
I would love for it to.
More 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Kevin and the guys can help you out. We'll be right back. 3HL 1045 The Zone. I want to tell you about eSpaces.com. eSpaces.com. My guy Pirtle and his crew have a great business idea, and they are executing it fully for you. If you need workspace, you need meeting space, eSpaces.com. You'll be able to figure out everything that they have for you to do. Maybe you've got colleagues that are spread out, and you can find a centralized location at one of eSpace's 15 locations and get everybody together. You could do that. That's one thing. eSpaces is redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business, and they are designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? You can. eSpaces.com. Tours available now. Reserve your space early. eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com. 3HL 1045, the Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Slay Dog's going to head to Charlotte in just a little bit. And then Moonshine, Mark Mariani will be in studio. We'll continue to talk about the Titans coaching search. And tonight's national championship game, 1045, the Zone, is going to the Bay. To broadcast live from Radio Row at Super Bowl 60. Tune in as we talk with very special guests, tons of them, that you're going to enjoy. February 5th through the 7th, Radio Row coverage presented by Circus Sports. For more information on this event or to hear all of our special interviews on demand, visit 1045thezone.com. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. It is National Championship Monday. What is going on in that game? Where are you guys with this? Do you think that Indiana just continues to mow through people as they have done in this playoff? Or is Miami good enough up front with a good enough run game? Carson Beck makes me nervous as hell.
I'm leaning Indiana's going to win this game, but I think Miami covers.
That is kind of where I am currently.
Like, the way that Indiana can prepare for football games, both offensively and defensively, is their superpower. And I don't think that Miami does anything over-the-top extraordinary that it's going to just completely throw off what Indiana's identity has been all season long.
13 penalties on defense all year. Think about that.
They're the most disciplined, well-put-together team, well-prepared team in all of college football. And it's all thanks to Curt Cignetti.
Indiana leads the nation with a plus 21 turnover margin. So we'll see. Mark Fletcher, if y'all haven't seen Mark Fletcher yet, that dude can carry the rock. He gets more out of a run than most running backs in college football, for sure.
But I can also see Indiana just running away with this.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they have the ability to make you look really stupid if you go the other way. So I can't. We'll see.
I can't put my eggs in the Miami basket. I can't. You got to go with the guys that are undefeated. They've been prepared, like I said, all season long. They've been the most prepared team. I don't see that changing tonight just because Miami has a pass rush.
6:30 tonight, ESPN.
What?
That's saying a lot, though, just because Miami has a pass rush. I mean, that's a lot.
I just don't think that's
pass rush.
They led the nation in sacks.
Like, that could change a lot.
Like, I think it'll keep Miami in the game, yes, but I don't think it'll completely throw Indiana off who they've been.
No, I can see where you're coming from. My whole thing, though, is like when we just talking using the boxing analogy, it's the same thing. Like, you just happen to come into the ring with a guy that likes to throw haymakers and home run balls. Like, that's what they're looking to catch you with. Them. They catch you with it, it's good night. They may knock off your whole equilibrium, and you don't know what it is. Like, everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. So that's
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's what this does. So I equate that to, you know what I mean, a pass rush that, like, you've practiced and you've prepared for, but you ain't seen nothing like it all year until them guys get to coming off the edge, man. Like, that could change. We haven't seen it. We ain't seen it against this group. And I ain't seen them get shook, but that pass rush, man, whew.
And I don't know what to do with Ole Miss did a good job of limiting that pass rush.
Right.
So I don't know if, like, you know, they've been thinking about that for a week and a half and like, hey, that wasn't us. We're going to show what we are.
Good matchup, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a good matchup.
Gator Mike said before you get out of here, he wanted you to comment on Florida winning against Vanderbilt 98-94. He said he called his shot, but which he did. But he went along the lines where length is going to be a problem, and the rebound advantage 40-26 for Florida.
That's that's exactly what we said coming into it. Like, we said this 2 weeks out. You know what I mean? Even with Vanderbilt being on a tear, how they were, I thought you saw a little bit of it in the matchup versus Texas when they went down and played Texas. Like, Vokatitis was a problem for them.
20.
Yeah, that's an impact. You know what I mean? And then you go against a guy like Ruben Chinaloo. You watching Chinaloo go in there. He's, even when the ball goes up, like, he's running in there knocking bodies over. And this
he had 5 offensive rebounds.
Like, I mean, the dude is different, man. And he's getting the ball and scoring 20 and 10 and 3 blocks, man, is that's saying something. And then you add in finally the play from the guard. Xavier Lee stepping up, having 20. Boogie Flan with the two biggest defensive stops that you don't even really kind of associate with him. The strip on a Cherokee and Tyler Tanner diving to get it out of bounds. And then when Tyler Tanner was driving to play defense walled up, like would not have the want to put your hand down or swipe at the ball. He just kept his hands up, kept his chest on his body without fouling. That was, hey, man, salute to him. Like, it was nip and tuck the entire game. That game went back and forth. That was a slick little baby classic right there. That was pretty cool, man.
It was an entertaining game.
Yeah, that was good to watch. That was some good basketball being played, man.
Vanderbilt at number 20, Arkansas, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on ESPN.
It's the same thing. So these were the two tests. You know what I mean? I thought they would have trouble with Texas, but I thought they would find a way to win. But these were the two tests because of the front line. Arkansas, they give away the same thing, especially at home. Like that front line, and then them coming off a loss, the way they lost, Arkansas really needs this one. I know Vandy needs this one too, but Arkansas, I think with them being at home, needs it worse. So, man, I expect Brazile, Pringle, and Ewan to be able to have an impact in that game. So it's going to be put on the front court. You know what I mean? Front court got to neutralize them guys, man. At least keep it close in the rebounding margin. So
Tennessee led by 17 against Kentucky.
Yeah.
And as you said on Twitter, Kentucky walked them back.
Man.
Talking the whole time.
Told them about it.
In your own building.
That's tough. In a rivalry game. Like, you know what I mean? So that
wasn't a whole lot of resistance.
No, it wasn't, man. And we've been talking about this all season long, dog. Not being able to keep your guy in front of you for more than 2 or 3 dribbles is a problem. Yeah, you got an eraser back there in Felix Okpara, but to have to depend on him to be able to come off his guy consistently and come and try to block shots or intimidate guys from coming in there is not happening. Malachi Moreno has really stepped up, the big man for Kentucky. And then these guards, Aberdeen was licking his chops. Oway was licking his chops. Colin Chandler was licking his chops. Like, everybody that got into the game was going at them. You got to give credit to Coach Pope, too. Going in that press, that zone press, was pretty cool to kind of – that's a nice little wrinkle that they came with. But, man, I think it comes down to the wheel. You know what I mean? I'm not one to test character and say to you, you know what I mean, this is a character test or anything like that with the Vols, especially as these players. But when you look at it, man, it is a test of will. Like, how far are you willing to push yourself? You heard about Coach Barnes continuing to tell these guys, we got to make them uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much more you can tap into. And until they do that, it's going to be the same trend. You're going to win some without question, and you're going to lose some without question. Turning over the ball, missing layups, free throws been solid, but you can do better at that too. That's the key. If you would have just not turned the ball over, you would have been fine. You can't have that many turnovers, man. And then Kentucky turned around on the flip side and had 1 in the second half. Like, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's exactly what it was.
Tennessee could do nothing with Denzel Aberdeen in the second half.
No, because you can't, like, you're reluctant to jump up and trap the ball. He's splitting the trap. He's making the right pass. Like, you made him too comfortable. That's where, and I know, like, people keep saying on social media, man, Zakai and Mason, yeah, they're not coming back. It's over, y'all. Like, this is who we.
There's no lawsuit.
No, this is who you have right here. You know what I mean? These guys have to do better, and if they don't do better, this will be a disappointing season because they have a lot of firepower and a lot of pieces. And, man, I don't know if you shake it up by putting another. And I'm not with people saying, Jacoby Gillespie is tired. Man, he ain't tired at this age, dog. Man, give me all them minutes. I ain't tired. The 48-minute, that's different. That double overtime,
eat 'em up.
That's a little different. Yeah. But this game, I ain't tired in this game.
It would have been 50 had he not fouled out.
Yeah, and exactly. You know what I mean? And then in this Kentucky game, like, he set a part the back half of the first half with foul trouble. So you ain't tired. You are not tired. Especially on the road, I may be a little gassed. Mess with them fans and everything. They applying their press. At home, I'm not gassed. And they talking to me in a rivalry? Nope. I need more. Felix Okpara, 2 double-doubles the entire season. 2 double-doubles. That ain't, come on, dog. What we talking about?
When we come back, we're going to tell you about a sporting event coming to Nashville Municipal Auditorium. AUProbasketball.com is the website. That's where you can get tickets in advance of our conversation. Dory Harrison coming up next, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? Listen up. Your back's out there is hurting, man. You traveling, well, if you're getting up working out, if you're just got aches and pains just from age, well, you feel like you've probably been through a full court press. It's time to slay that pain, people. You need to get to the Joint Chiropractic of Middle Tennessee. They got 17 locations, and they're open all day, evenings and weekends. You get that all day, evenings and weekends, so you can roll in there whenever you feel like it. No insurance? No worries. Walk in, no application is needed, or appointment. You can fill out all that out there when you get there. New patients, this is what you're getting. You're getting a consultation, an exam, and adjustment for just $29. And after that, the adjustment's as low as $18. That right there, people, is a easy bucket. Easy slam dunk, easy layup. Headaches, back pain, neck pain, whatever's slowing you down, the Joint's got your back, literally. Go to thejoint.com to find your spot. Get in, get adjusted, and get back to living.
Okay, are you watching a little football national title game tonight? Maybe after that, you're going to need a way to relax and pamper yourself. Yes, a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa is your answer. And here's the deal with a Moment's Peace. They have at least 10 different services all under the same roof. So I'm talking massages, manicures, pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing, facials, skincare. They do spa parties. They have a hair salon. You can get your hair cut and colored there. They do makeup. They even have an awesome little shop out front with unique gifts. And so let's say you're in charge of a gift. A gift card for a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa will satisfy absolutely anybody. And they make it easy. Gift cards available 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com, or give them a call at 615-224-0770. If you have any special requests, you can always just stop by. They are in Cool Springs, right at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakers Bridge Avenue. It's a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Titans have reportedly narrowed down their head coach search to 3 candidates, 49ers DC Robert Saleh and Chiefs OC Matt Nagy, who are both interviewing today in person, and Packers DC Jeff Hafley, who is supposed to interview in person on Tuesday. In NFL news, the Bills fired head coach Sean McDermott following Buffalo's overtime playoff loss to the Broncos. McDermott has reached the playoffs 8 times out of his 9-year tenure with Buffalo and becomes the top candidate for the final 7 head coach vacancies. Tonight, the 2025 college football season comes to an end with the Miami Hurricanes and undefeated Indiana Hoosiers facing off in the national championship game at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Kickoff is at 6:30 on ESPN. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Bringing news at once in your home of the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three, 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Obviously, we are talking a lot about the Titans job search. Also, the new development today, the Buffalo Bills have parted ways with head coach Sean McDermott. We'll get into that. Does that affect things? Titans reportedly down to 3. Jeff Hafley, Matt Nagy, Robert Saleh. So we'll discuss. So Zephyr says he has news.
Uh-oh. Titans found a quarterback. Nope, a coach. They got a quarterback already. What we got, Zeph?
Your mic is not on, Zeph.
Thank you. So Jeff Hafley, who is supposed to interview for the Titans head coaching job tomorrow, closing in on a deal with the Miami Dolphins, which means the Titans will probably not be able to interview him in person tomorrow, leaving a spot open for, I don't know, a head coach that's been to the playoff 8 out of the last 9 years, just got fired today.
7 straight playoff appearances, 2 AFC title games. Sean McDermott's won at least 1 playoff game in 6 consecutive years. Do you hold up everything to bring him in? We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. Hey, cool sporting event coming again this year, Municipal Auditorium. This thing looked so great last year on television. And Dory Harrison joins us, Nashville native, fellow borough with me, although I'm a little bit older than you, Dory. But welcome in. How are you?
Hi, guys. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
I forgot to say, Slay Dog is here, too.
How are you, Dory?
What's up, Ron? Me and Ron go way back. Super excited to be on with you guys again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dory, you excited about this upcoming season? Like, y'all running it back, so the energy must have been right, man. What can you speak about the new things coming to add on from what y'all had last year?
Yes, we're running it back, and we're even bigger and better this year. Athletes Unlimited, we have extended, and I would say have our most competitive roster to date. So we bring together like the top-tier basketball players, everybody who you want to see, to Nashville. We have 4 weeks of just really competitive basketball right at NMA, and everyone's excited.
That's good.
It's going to be fun. For people that want more information or to get tickets, auprobasketball.com, Athletes Unlimited, auprobasketball.com. Yeah, Alicia Clark back in the mix. I see Tina Charles on the list. There are a lot of big names on this 40-player roster.
Absolutely. And we have a couple of league newcomers, Ariel Atkins, Tahina Pau, Kia Stokes. We've just really invested in not only just our basketball talent, but we're deep in the community too, guys. We've, gone to Titan games. We actually have a couple middle school games coming up where we're going to host over 4,000 kids between 2 dates. So we're really excited, and Nashville seems to be really excited to welcome us back. So guys, grab your tickets, auprobasketball.com. We're here from February 4th to March 1st. Right at Nashville Municipal Auditorium.
So how often will you all be out in the community? I know with the games that you guys got planned, and how does that, coincide with practice and all of that?
It's a real tight schedule. I won't lie to you, but you make time for what matters. And Nashville's welcomed us so much. We are squeezing things in there. We have me and my sister Isabel Harrison, we're actually going back to our elementary alma mater, Gower Elementary, and we're going to be reading to some kids on January 23rd. So super excited about that. And we've also got to attend some Titans games.
Yep.
We did an event at the National Sounds event where I spoke on a panel about women's sports. And we just recently wrapped up some season promo at the Chapstick Lounge for our season ticket holders. It was a really big success, and we've just been feeling the love from all over. This is my third year with AU, and every single time it gets better. It's elevated so much, and we're just excited that we're going to be streamed on ESPN as well, so you guys can just log into your normal TV provider and find us 3 times a week.
Court is set up so well too, and it's great for kids, for people to consider that. Again, auprobasketball.com to find out all of the information.
Dory, let me ask you real quick, man. How exciting are you each time? I know working out or playing pickup or, you know what I mean, when y'all, look, friendly competition between family. But out there on the floor, how fun is it to kind of, go back and forth with your sister a bit?
It's so fun. The great thing about AU is the model. The season's so fast. We change up the teams every week. So a couple times me and Isabel will be on the same team, and a couple times we won't. But when we are on the same team, I'm like soaking in all of her advice, all the things she sees from a vet's eyes. But also when we're on separate teams, family goes out the window. I'm blocking that shot. I'm meeting her at the rim for sure. Yeah. So it's just competitive, and we've been like that since we were kids.
Now, you got a lot of stars in this league with you. What has it been any, like, I know my first time getting the opportunity, it was summer league, coming out of college, going to play in the summer league, in the league. It was, you run up against guys that you've known, and you guys got some vets coming in this year, Tina Charles and people like that. Like, anybody you've been around where you were like, dang, man, I'm in the same room. I remember watching you play, picking up on your game.
Absolutely. I think the great thing about AU too is like we have such a good combination of like vets and like newcomers. So we're all able to like bounce off each other. I am really excited to play with Tina Charles. I also play with my sister Isabel again, and just also get to know some of the new girls and make them feel welcome. But most of all, it's a league that treats professional players with agency. Like you're trusted to manage your body, your preparation. So when you step on that court, everybody's a pro.
I love that. Is it any way at some point if you play against AC, we can put a little wager on the line and we get, if you beat AC, her team, then we get AC to cook for everybody. How about that? I like that.
We'd rather talk to AC about that. I'll see how she feels.
Love it. Thank you, Dory. Appreciate it. Good luck with everything. Again, auprobasketball.com for tickets and more information. The draft is on February 1st. The season starts their schedule on February 4th. Thank you, Dory. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Dory.
Dory Harrison.
Love that, man. Do you know how many workouts me and Dory have been in?
I was going to say, did you one-on-one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. No, it wasn't. And it wasn't no, hey, Slay, take it easy. No, we going at it. You know what I mean? Dory throwing bowls out there and everything. Like it was some good times, man. It's nothing like being in that grind, man. You know what I mean? Shout out Skill Wing, but being in that grind with guys like Alex Renfro, Alicia Clark, Dory, like we had a long list of people, man, that sacrificed into something to get each other better.
Cool event. Municipal Auditorium, February 4th. It all starts auprobasketball.com. Buffalo Bills have parted ways with head coach Sean McDermott. He's 51 years old. He'll be 52 in March. History as a defensive coach.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Defense coordinator of the Eagles, 2009 and 10. Panthers, 2011 to 16. Bills head coach 2017 to 2025. And again, 9 seasons with the Bills, 7 straight playoff appearances, 2 AFC title games. Chiefs got them 4 times.
Yeah.
Chiefs got them 4 times. Won at least 1 playoff game in 6 straight seasons. That's where we are with Sean McDermott.
So I got a question, Euro.
Yeah.
Well, you got a question in a sense.
Right.
I'm answering your question. With McDermott coming open, do we pause the search? What we got going on as far as people in lined up to kind of shift the focus to have the I don't know, to go get a guy like McDermott. The presentation, like, it's got to be out there. So I'm thinking about it, like, it's kind of like fishing, dog. Like, if the Titans franchise is out there, we all on the lake. And we casting our line out into the water. Do we have an attractive enough bait?
Are they biting?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking down the way. Miami just got down here. You know what I mean? Atlanta just got down here with their little boat. Like, we've been in the boat. We've been out here just sitting here, just floating along. We did it quiet. We played music. We did all kind of stuff to try to get something to bite. And it ain't necessarily biting. So I asked that to say, is the Titans throwing out an attractive enough bait to go and get these coaches? Or do we know the right spot to go to, the right watering hole where we can go where our fish is out there waiting and it's waiting on us just to pull up?
Watering hole's the bar. We know where that is.
Yeah, it's all over the watering hole. That's what I'm saying. I'll go fish over there by the water.
So it's funny that you bring this up because this
is a room with two people that don't fish.
Well,
hell of an analogy.
well, that for one. Two, and if you just take a look at the 3 hirings that have been made so far. So we start with the Giants. John Harbaugh was scheduled to meet with the Titans. The day before, what does
Falcons
he do?
too, though. Throw them in there.
Oh, no, I'm not done.
Yeah.
Cancels his interview, takes the job with the Giants. Kevin Stefanski, set to meet with the Titans. What does he do the day before? Cancels his interview, signs with the Falcons.
Different kind of bait
Jeff
in the water.
Hafley, what's he do? The day before his interview with the Titans, cancels his interview and signs with the Dolphins. We have finished second 3 times.
Who's we?
The Titans. This is a Titans fan coming out here.
Yeah.
It is coming out. Boy, you're frustrated.
But that's what I'm saying.
Are they fishing with dead fish?
Come on, y'all. Like your
That's
chum.
like gutted and raw and stinky. And
you got to throw, like, what kind of chum we throwing in the water to get some, you know what I mean, get some fish over here bite. Like the big fish that we want, we can't just put this little, the worms don't work for what we trying to get, y'all. That's all I'm saying. The little worms, the old school, what is it, the night crawlers and stuff like that little stuff for what we trying to get.
I can't believe you went down this path.
Dog, we got to throw some real chum out there, yo. I'm talking about a bucket.
A bucket
of
deep
blood.
Water? Deep water?
What? Yeah, we got to get, man, these people keep on
That is fun,
now.
actually.
Man, we're in a rowboat.
So there was an athletic article that came out this past weekend, just kind of breaking down like all of the stuff that's happened in this coaching cycle because it has truly been insane. And there was a blurb about the Titans and the attractiveness of this job. And this is how it goes. As one exec put it, Tennessee lacks credibility and gravitas as the ownership level, making it harder for the team to compete for these coaches. Losing out to the Falcons and Giants didn't look great as Stefanski and Harbaugh each canceled scheduled interviews to take with the Titans to take the job right in front of them. Tennessee is nobody's first choice, an exec said. You have to go find someone who's not on someone's radar and just go after those guys.
I take that with a very, very, very small grain of salt. Not even what Salt Bay used to put on there.
Yeah, that sounds like it's coming from one of these other openings trying to...
No, but like say I pour some peanuts on the table. And I got all the whole peanuts up. And the little dust that's just laying right there?
Nut dust.
Yeah.
We talked about nut dust before.
Why you say it like that?
I know what you're talking about.
He was waiting on
the nut dust.
So, how you got to lick your finger and wipe the table to get it up? Like, that's how much of a grain of salt I take this with. A grain of nut dust I take it with. Like, people going to say anything if you give them an opportunity. But what we're seeing is more so about what I'm feeling is turning people off or not going through and taking that call or that meeting. How attractive is not Borgonzi.
Yeah.
Not Borgonzi. I think we're all fine
he's well
with that.
Respected. Yeah.
That's all. I'm saying going with the last 3 to 4 year history of what's taking place with the Titans. How attractive is it to be able to go and say, Harbaugh, we want you. McDermott, we want you. Like all the Stefanski, him coming from Cleveland, he probably was like, hell yeah, give me anywhere. But like this, like it says something, I think, man.
They're competing against the Browns, Ravens, Raiders, Bills, Steelers, Cardinals. Now.
Come on, man. Steelers, Ravens alone. Like the people that now always done had a coach for a long time. Like they ain't hurting for nothing. So that's what I'm saying, man. What kind of bait we using, dog? What kind of bait?
Whatever
we
it is,
using?
it's not working.
Night crawlers, worms,
They're
Zeph.
0-3 right now.
I want the worms. You get them.
Yeah, but I would argue, like, you're not going to get everybody you want. I mean,
no question.
none of these teams are.
No question.
You know. But, well, I guess, some cases.
I think the Giants got
Some
it.
cases. But has this search gone differently than they have planned? I don't think so.
No.
Outside of the John Harbaugh decided he wanted to be the New York Giants coach.
People that just popped up.
Before you could even talk with him.
Yeah. Tomlin.
I mean, I don't think that's on you necessarily.
I
these
think
people.
Nagy was always going to be this end goal, or not the end goal, but one of the end choices, and that's how it's starting to shape up.
You can go back to Zone social media feeds when Maddie asked all of us for our prediction, and Slays was the best. Slay says Nick Saban for a rental.
Just for a little while. We'll come back to the praise.
But I went with Matt Nagy because of relationship with Borgonzi. Now Mike McCarthy has relationship with Brinker.
Yeah.
So do they add a third candidate now that Halfley is going to Miami?
Yeah.
They got to take a swing at McDermott, right? Like, you can't say you're going to throw a wide net.
I don't know what they got to do.
Dog, I'm loving the chat right now. See, the chat always going to pick up on this.
On your little analogy.
Shrimp, crabs. We got to throw everything. These fishing with crickets and worms ain't going to get it, y'all. You are absolutely right. That's all I'm saying. We don't know what we are.
Big Savage Ramon Foster. I've been telling y'all, get your Matt Nagy jersey ready.
He has been saying it for about a week now, man. Yeah. It is what it is, man. I will say this on the Nagy part. I'm all for somebody coming in to manage the team. I don't necessarily need you coaching one of my units. Coach them as a group.
Leave my unit alone.
Yeah, hire somebody that's what they bleed it, they eat it, sleep it, boo-boo it. Like, everything. That's what I needed.
I will say the reports right now where Robert Saleh's interview has officially begun. Matt Nagy.
Like right now? Like,
Yeah.
like right now?
He is currently in the Titans building, according to multiple reports. Matt Nagy finished up a few minutes ago.
But how they know Saleh is in there talking right now? How you ain't being introduced to people?
I'm sure someone's standing outside there looking, or they've got
He
people
could
in
be
the
sitting
building.
in a room reading Field and Stream. I don't know.
All I'm saying. Like, how they know the meeting started right now?
Well, I'm assuming they got sources inside the building that are sending some texts out. Hey, I just saw Robert Saleh walk by with Mike.
So do we know how long the length of these meetings last?
3 hours, supposedly. I don't know about the second one, though.
I
don't know about the second
So
one.
what if
Yeah,
we
I
walk
know-
out at 10? Is that our guy?
Well, didn't they take Nagy out to dinner last night?
So were you saying it was a carryover meeting?
Well, they've done this with multiple. They did
Also,
this
where
with
did they
McCarthy. They took McCarthy out to dinner Friday night and then met with him on Saturday.
Where's Bam when you need him? Bam, ain't you in charge of watching these people at hotels and dinners? He got somebody. He got
He's in
Diop
charge.
last time. He got somebody last time.
At 12:30 Club.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Come on, Bam.
Who
Where
was
you
that?
at?
Was that Legarius? No, that
No,
was
it was Diop.
It was D-Hop.
Mm-hmm.
And Tannehill was
Diop.
there, too.
Yes, he was. Yep.
12:30 Club's not. That's a nice little spot.
Yeah.
Nice little spot.
Yeah. It was a little prayers game. What's Savage talking about, man? Zeph ready that article again.
Ready that article again.
Chum, y'all. Throw the right chum out there.
That's the key.
I'm chumming.
Yeah. All right. You got enough time in you to do a parlay
right here.
when we come back?
I'm right here, y'all.
Okay. Slay Dog's got a parlay when we come back. If you want to watch the show live, you can. YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We'll be right back. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Fellas, ladies, also, y'all need to get real about your health, man. This is the year the Synergix and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is absolutely free. And women, your hormone test is usually $2.99. But since I'm feeling generous, I told Synergix and Low T Center, drop that bad boy to $99. And the weight loss consultation, that right there is absolutely free. So walk in, book an appointment, getmyhealthfix.com. That's where you need to go to. Now, understand, fellas, if you're out there and you're feeling your T levels, they're just like a little off. You're not really understanding what testosterone is. And if it's a thing for you, you probably listening to your buddy in the gym. He telling you you're tired. You like, hey, man, try this, try that. Well, once you get to 40, you need to be on top of it anyway. Like me, I was shocked to find out T level was just below 300. That's pretty low, y'all, I guess. So I made sure to get on top of it. Now that I'm on the testosterone replacement therapy at Center Junction Low T Center, feel better than I ever have before. You need to feel better than you have. All you got to do is go to getmyhealthfix.com.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you on Martin Luther King Day. National Championship Monday. Indiana will win their first, or Miami will win their sixth.
Get down on it.
Who you got? No team had more losses than Indiana coming into the season. 713. Northwestern passed them this year. Hoosiers are looking for their first national title. Miami searching for their sixth. Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman and now gets the chance to win the national championship in his hometown against a team whose campus is less than a mile from his childhood home.
Crazy.
Miami led the nation in sacks. Reuben Bain Jr. is a problem with 8.5 this year. Miami cornerback Xavier Lucas will miss the first half after being ejected for targeting in the semifinal.
It's tough.
Canes running back Mark Fletcher is a beast. He's been over 102 of the 3 playoff games, 6.8 yards per carry. Indiana averages more than 42 points per game, so the Canes will need to run the football, no question. Take up some of that time. Freshman Malachi Toney, number 10. You'll see him a lot tonight. Here's a note. These two teams have not played since 1966. Miami won 14-7. Miami coach Mario Cristobal was a high school teammate of Mendoza's dad.
Oh, that's cool. How cool is that?
Indiana leads the nation with a plus 21 turnover margin. And Indiana's defense had 13 penalties all year. Some of the notes that I have on that game. 615-737-1045. Do you have a parlay?
I got one, Euro. Here we go. Oh, boy. Let's see.
You said earlier, my wagers have it figured out.
Yeah, and so now in my wagers, I have 4, and they both include both teams twice. So this one right here that I'm going to make up on the fly.
Okay.
I'm just ready to go.
Are you fly fishing now for a Titans coach?
I'm fly fishing. I had to go in the mountains. I had to go up there in Montana. Go up there with Moonshine down with the Grizzlies. Y'all.
You sound very confident.
Yeah, man. I've been riding with Miami this whole time, man. The entire time. Y'all. And I'm trying to figure out, why do you get to the end of the race and switch? That's the craziest thing.
Because you've been riding with the other guys, too.
Been riding with the other guys, but I ain't been really wagering on them outside of the Ohio State game.
Oh, okay.
And I took the points because the points were absurd. 9.5, like that was like, take my money.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was like Moonshine said, we don't want them. I didn't want the points at that time. But this one right here, y'all, is a little bit different. CeeLo just came on and said the preparation, it's not too much that this Indiana team is not ready for. And I feel him on that. So, y'all, after hearing that and knowing who Reuben Bain and these guys are up front, and I know I've been raving on Jason Taylor getting these guys ready to roll all year, being able to pin their ears back. Man, some reason. Miami's at home. They should have the majority of the crowd.
I bet they don't, though.
I bet they don't either. That's the wildest part. I bet they don't either.
I bet they don't.
And is Signetti going to ever drop one the way he's supposed to drop one? Euro, I'm going to say no. And I got, listen to this. My parlay is Indiana minus 12.5.
Wow.
Yeah. See, sitting here talking to you, they have no, when they put their foot on the throttle, on the pedal, somehow the pedal vanishes and it stays down. Like they don't never let up. They the crash dummy that runs into the wall, but they live. Like, because they just going to keep it again. Yeah, they're going to keep doing it week after week. Great safety seatbelts and all that airbags, but they don't let up off the gas.
12.5.
I mean.
So Todd Furman didn't sway you on this one.
He usually does. I'm not going to let him this time. I understand. Listen, chat, I understand. It's going to be star-studded over there on that sideline. It's going to be gold jacket you. They got so many gold jackets and All-Americans and things walking around over there. Mike Irvin going to be on all fours, barking like a dog.
They say 4 of the 5 Miami offensive linemen are definite pros.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, they got everything. Cristobal is a bite your kneecap off coach. You know what I mean? No nonsense.
One thing that worries me about Miami, they did it against Ole Miss. I think if they would have just run the ball and threw it out over to 10 on the sideline, and that's the entire offense, they would have won easily.
Yeah.
But they had to get cute.
Got to get cute sometimes.
So obviously they got coaches that want to prove they're the smart guy in the room. And those guys make me nervous.
Nah, and they should because
and Carson Beck makes me nervous.
And Cignetti is a guy that you don't want to act like you're smarter than.
Dude, when they go, when Miami has the ball for the first time and they do that tight shot from the end zone into Carson Beck's eyes, you don't feel confidence.
Not at all. At all. Him and his little tattoo, none of that brings confidence to me. So listen, man. If Miami wins this game, I'm cool with it. Like I'm all right. Even though I don't really care for Carson Beck that much. But I'm all right, man. I love the story they got. You know what I mean? They missed it last year. Were able to bounce back. But I said a week ago, hey, man, all right. I walked out of the game with Indiana and Oregon. I said, okay, y'all, that's it. I text the group and said, I'm a believer. Now, why would I get here and stop believing? So I might be wrong, but I'm rolling with it. Oh, and let me give you a parlay. So Indiana is who I'm rolling with, y'all.
Indiana minus 12.5.
Yeah.
Line went down to 7.5.
I know, and I raised it back up. I raised it right back up, y'all. Listen, Mark Cuban and them got some bread to spend. A little parlay, a little hockey parlay for y'all to jump in on, though. All right. If you want to add it in with that minus 12.5 or just Indiana outright, yeah. You can throw this in. Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Minnesota Wild. Maple Leafs money line. Philadelphia Flyers versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas minus 1.5.
Ooh. All right.
New Jersey Devils at Calgary. Suburban Zeph area. Calgary plus 1.5.
Oh, you're going Canadian now.
Yeah. Zeph gave me some intel. He gave me some intel, one of their little events that they usually put on.
You don't want my hockey intel.
No, not your hockey. I'm talking about the country. He gave me something about the country. So I appreciate it.
He started speaking French again.
No, this one right here was a little wild. It was like some kind of little event they have where everybody shows up and does paper airplanes off some bridge. So I was like, all right, they must gonna do good about. So that's why I took two Canadian teams in my parlay. Yeah. So Calgary plus 1.5, Vegas minus 1.5, Toronto Maple Leafs money line.
All right, look at you.
That's a parlay right there for you, y'all.
Venturing out.
Yeah, I'm venturing. No, I'm venturing with the Mountie hats, mounted hats. I'm Mountie.
Yeah, Mountie hats.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're mounted police.
Yeah.
Meaning they've mounted their horses. I don't know what else. Anthony, Texas. Anthony, what up, man?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, brother?
Hey, just want to give my 2 cents that I think, well, as I die in Call of Duty, there you go. That's how it rolls sometimes. I want to give you my thought that I think we need to just get Salah because from what I've known or heard of him at least, I haven't been too particular with him because I don't want to get too tied in. I got my own stuff I got to deal with, so it's just they just need to hire someone. But I say Salah because he seems like a player's coach. I think that's what we need for the young team. I think you pivot to what was it? What was his name again from Bills?
McDermott. Yeah, Sean McDermott.
McDermott, yeah. If we pivot to McDermott, like the only way I see you pivot is like if you already got a text or call saying that he wants to be in Tennessee, then yes. But I don't think it's worth the risk. Otherwise, you end up with like a 1.5 year head coach, and you're searching again next year. Like I don't know. At least Salah could probably give us at least solid 2-3 years before we get maybe a higher IQ coach that could like take us the next step maybe. But maybe Salah can do it. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Nothing but love. Can't wait to watch the championship. I'm going to say go Miami, underdog.
I'm going to say who you got.
never know.
Okay, Miami.
I'm going to get you, Slay, all right? I can't believe you turned your back. You can never claim Miami after this that you turn away, okay? You can never, don't ask for no forgiveness, take all the backlash. I hope everyone to Miami calls you and lets you hear it, all right?
All right, say no more.
All right, Anthony. Better luck next time on Not Dying.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
Bro, appreciate you, man. Man, listen up, man. I'm just a little dicey, dog. That's all I'm saying.
So,
Zeph, who you going with before we go back to
Indiana.
the coaches? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to Indiana.
Okay.
Tom Pelissero's just put out that Robert Saleh is scheduled for an in-person interview with the Cardinals for their head coaching job. So the Titans are finally going to get a chance to be on the right side of the leveraging play.
Yeah.
You saying don't let them leave here?
I'm saying if you want Saleh, you better hire him tonight.
Well, what if he screws up the interview, Zeph? These are things you don't know.
Well,
then you go, and then you you got Nagy. No one else is going after Nagy. I think we're the only team going after Matt Nagy. Which should tell you one thing. First off, that should tell you one thing. First off.
By the way, your brother is all in on Nagy, man.
He been saying this, I'm telling you, for like a week and a half, man. Like, he has been, and his reckoning with it is that is what nobody wants, so that's why it's going to work. And I kind of feel him on that. Like, this will be the one where
How do you
everybody
ever know an NFL head coach is going to work out or not?
I mean, that's
you
the
really
other part.
don't.
That's the other part. You
Ramon
don't.
said, you're spelling Saleh wrong, Zeph. It's spelled Nagy.
N-A-G-Y. You're spelling Saleh wrong. It's N-A-G-Y.
Hey, man, Savage been all in on it. But, so, you coming into this right now, you just now got here. You hear probably a week worth of chatter. You see it on the coach's wire. You're hearing all this. And then all of a sudden, McDermott opens up the day. Who's the coach you're after? You look like we got three options: McDermott, Saleh, or Nagy. Who are you after?
I mean, don't you have to, if you can, don't you have to enter the McDermott mix?
I think so too.
7 straight seasons with at least one playoff win?
I think so too.
So if
I do like about Nagy that he evidently is willing to be the manager, right?
I think that's huge.
And let the OC be the OC, let the DC
huge.
be the DC.
Because if that was to happen, I mean, you got somebody in store a little bit.
By the way, Kansas City just hired Eric Bieniemy today as their offensive coordinator. So Matt Nagy is no longer the Chiefs' offensive coordinator.
that was quick.
On staff with him? Like, we share in a room?
His contract was expired.
Nagy's?
Yes,
Yeah.
his contract was expired, and they were never going to bring him back.
So he ain't got no job if it ain't for us.
Correct. And he doesn't have any interviews for head coaching lined up. I'm telling you.
He currently has no job.
Come on, man. Like, what we doing the rest of the show?
Do you even know where Eric Bieniemy was
No, I have
this
no
season?
idea.
I know. I thought about that
He
earlier in
was
the year.
the Bears running back coach.
Bears running backs coach.
Dog, yeah, this is the NFL wild, boy. The NFL is a wild place, man.
Well, what about
You can do
college
anything.
football? I know you wanted to get into that today, and we didn't have
Yeah.
time to. We'll do it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But Arian Carter back at Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this.
DJ Lagway now looking at Duke. He's committed to Baylor.
Yeah, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of this. Like, this got they gotta hurry up and do something, man. There's no way you can go commit one way and say, nah, forget about it, and I'm gonna go over here. Like, this stuff is so crazy, man. This world of college sports, like, you have to go in and say, these are professional athletes. You have to.
Oh, they are. They're getting paid.
Yeah, but as soon as you criticize one of them, then the first thing they say, hey, that's a student athlete. You can't do that. Like, that's a kid. You know what I'm saying?
What did Carson Beck say? Dude, I hadn't been to class in 2 years.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying, man? Like, and I get it.
He goes, I graduated 2 years ago. What class?
For what? I'm with him.
Can you imagine
No.
being at Tennessee, having
Absolutely
no
not.
responsibility whatsoever outside of basketball?
Dog, do you know how good we would have been? I felt we was good already. We would have been extremely, like, all day in the gym and party. What a great time.
But those are the only two things.
That's it.
You didn't have to mix
I
in
even got more rest. So you
class checkers.
Imagine how many times my rest got broken. You were having to get up and go to class. Come on, dog. I could have rested, man.
You were a slave divided amongst yourself.
Yeah, it got me going
because
to class.
of school.
Yeah, what is this? Man, who up here to do this?
Meanwhile, y'all,
Yeah, no.
he got his degree.
I graduated.
Because there's some kids with parents listening in the car, and they're
I'm
like,
telling you,
this is a slave.
No, they
Screw
I
school.
say that to say they living a wild life right now, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
are.
we gotta get some guardrails.
You hitting Voodoo Donuts?
No, man, I'm off that until we go to Vegas.
All right.
I got some M&Ms for y'all though.
When do we go to Vegas?
No, dude, nobody knows.
First week of February.
Yeah, we know when, but like what time?
Oh, sometime at night. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a good. Listen, man, that's not a good plan. What time y'all leave? Well, sometime at night.
Well, we would leave earlier in the day, except
I know. I wanted to go on the first plane out.
first thing in the morning.
I wanted the first plane out.
He wanted us to brush our teeth and go to the plane.
Yeah.
He wanted to brush his teeth on the plane.
Yeah, yours was ready to go. I'm with that. I just ain't gonna be here.
I think we leave February 1st, which is
Sunday.
2 weeks from yesterday.
It's a week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but do they have a bye week? These are things I forget.
This is true.
We just don't know when on the first we're leaving. Sometime that night.
Yeah.
On the first.
Just be at the airport before it turns dark. You'll be all right.
All right, Slay. Safe travels.
All right, y'all.
What are you wearing tomorrow?
I'm just light work tomorrow. This is a little navy blue, light blue shirt, little now later green tie.
With later green
Yeah,
tie.
I mean, a little now later green. I gotta go find me some good socks.
That's a whole lot to unpack right there.
I'm telling you, that's what I got going on, man.
Didn't you have to do that one time at State and Liberty?
Yes. I
a
literally
cool
had
store.
no socks. That's
cool
a nice,
store.
very nice store. It's expensive, but it's nice.
Fifth and Broad.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right, baby.
have fun.
I'm out.
Love you. All right.
Love you, bro.
Moonshine coming in at 5 o'clock, and we'll talk about all these things. If you want in, Richard will lead us off, and then we'll go to you, 615-737-1045. Let's have some fun with this. Do y'all want McDermott in the mix?
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
willing to pause the fishing expedition?
That's the
Yes.
other thing. If your fish is already at the water in the hole, what you not going to pause it for?
615-737-1045. I want to tell you about Buddy Allen Carpet One Floor and Home, and man, they are so much more than carpet. You're going to find out a lot more coming up this week. Recently had lunch with Zach Allen and his lovely wife Jen, and they have some really exciting things coming up at Buddy Allen Carpet One Floor and Home. Longtime show partner, Buddy Allen Carpet One Floor and Home, incredible Nashville OG company. Buddy Allen doesn't just sell carpet, as I alluded to. They make floor covering, kitchen, and bath projects simple. From imagination to installation, from hardwood, carpet, tile, and more to stunning kitchen and bathroom remodels that fit your style and budget. Pick your cabinetry, countertops, plumbing fixtures, shower doors, bathtubs, hardware, lighting, and flooring all in one spot. If you're not good at those kinds of things like me, they will definitely be able to help you out with their design experts, walking you through every step. Measurements, material, professional installation. No surprises, just beautiful results. The Buddy Allen way. Buddy Allen will help you create spaces you'll be proud to call home. Right now, enjoy special savings on your next kitchen, bath, and flooring project. Just visit Buddy Allen's showroom in Donaldson, 2405 Lebanon Pike, or schedule a free in-home shopping experience by visiting BuddyAllenCarpet1.com today. 3HL 104.5, the Zone. Brent Doherty with you. Zeph Dog is here. Mark Mariani is coming. Slay is headed to the airport. Don Davenport is in South Florida.
I think Dawn's having fun right now.
1 to 10 odds she has a drink in her hand right now.
Oh, she's probably got 2. One in each hand. Not many
10.
opportunities that you're going to get to go to your husband's alma mater and watch him in a national championship in Miami.
It's crazy to think about what Signetti has done in Indiana. I mean, just unbelievable. And, I mean, when you count pros, Miami's got them.
Yeah.
But, man, that system and how well coached they are and all those things, pretty amazing. 615-737-1045. Richard in Springfield. Richard, what's up, man?
Okay, it looks like the results are in. The Tennessee Titans is officially going to hire the newest head coach for the Tennessee Titans, Robert Saleh from the San Francisco 49ers.
You might not
and
be
the
wrong.
Tennessee Titans had just hired Robert Saleh as the Tennessee Titans head coach, but now Robert Saleh has been selectively hired as the Tennessee Titans head coach, according to me and the ESPN radio.
I love it, Richard. Thank you, buddy. The Richard Report, man.
If they're going to do it, they can't let him leave the building. Because, like I said, he's got an interview scheduled with the Cardinals tomorrow. And this has happened to the Titans now 3 times where one of their finalists or one of their sought-after candidates gets hired the day before. So the Titans have a chance to flip the script here and get on top of that. But, I mean, it just depends who they fall in love with more, Matt Nagy or Robert Saleh.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you listening, man. He's going Robert Saleh. That's what his report is. So we'll see. 615-737-1045 is the number. Kevin in Hobtown. Kevin, what's going on up there, man?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good. Thank you.
Hey, I'm going to keep it real. They need to go ahead and get Sean McDermott. Miss Amy needs to get the plane or get the limo, come on up this way, and we need to go ahead and sign him, get him on down here, because Sean McDermott is a winner. I believe 8 of the 9 seasons he was with the Bills, he made the playoffs.
Yep, that's true. Only 1 year.
You bring any of these other people in, Salah, Nagy, I promise you the next 2 years the Titans will not win more than 6 games.
Thank you, Kev. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, it's not that easy just to send a limo and pick somebody up and bring it. That's called kidnapping.
Honestly, at this point,
actually, he's not a kid, so it's an abduction.
At this point, I'm cool with it.
Abduct him. Just bring it back.
Yeah.
Duct tape and everything.
At this point.
Damn. Y'all are getting harsh, man.
So the only logical way I see that McDermott gets a chance is, one, he's got to be interested in the Titans.
Well, now he's the guy with the hand, right? Like he has complete control.
Yeah, and he can pick.
So he's the guy that's going to interview teams, basically.
For some reason, he seems like a Ravens, like that would be a great fit, like an established head coach from the established team already. I don't know if he'll want to come here because, again, it's another team. He already had to rebuild the Bills when he was there, and he did a fantastic job with it. And he had Josh Allen to help him along the way.
Yeah, that worked out.
It got him as far as it got him until the Bills decided that was far enough. And so now I think the most logical place for him is a team that is already established.
But it's not that he's just making the playoffs. Like, he's won at least one game in 6 consecutive years.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
Not enough for them. They want that.
Well, no, I get it.
Ring.
Sometimes it's just, time to move on for everybody's sake. But
honestly, at this point, I take that for the Titans over what's been going the last couple of years.
The problem is you're at level 0 with him. You're at second interview status with the person that's currently in the building. That's a big discrepancy there.
If you go after McDermott, you have to be okay with losing Saleh. That's step number 1. And number 2, you have to be okay with landing on whatever is left after you spend your time on McDermott, which that could be just Matt Nagy. It could not be Matt Nagy. It could be one of these other candidates that they weren't even going to think about a second interview with.
5 o'clock hour coming up. What would you do? Do you pause after Saleh and work something out with McDermott to come here and interview? Do you try? Do you go down that path? 615-737-1045, Titanomics, Mike and Old Hickory, and any of y'all that want in, we can do that. Moonshine scheduled to be here momentarily. We'll do that too. We'll talk more about the national championship game as well. Busy Monday, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Happy Monday to everybody out there. New week. It's January, and maybe you sat down and said, okay, it's time that we as a family took a long, hard look at retirement and what we want to do there. Need to call my friends at Trajan Wealth. It's one thing to save for retirement. It's another to actually feel ready for it. And Trajan Wealth helped me to put together a real plan with less guesswork, more peace of mind. Isn't that what we all want? They explained everything. They gave me options. Never once tried to sell me something I do not need. You can be a client. You can be happier with your clear path forward for retirement, and you can do it with my friends at Trajan Wealth. 2 offices, Brentwood and Franklin. Here's your phone number, 615-270-5000. Check them out online, TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Good afternoon. It's 5:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. Over the weekend, the Titans reportedly narrowed down their head coach to 3 candidates who will interview this week. However, today, one of those candidates, who is Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley, was reportedly signed with the Dolphins as the next head coach down in Miami. He completed his second interview with the team today and will be their new head coach. He was scheduled to visit with the Titans in person tomorrow. As for the other 2 candidates, it's defensive coordinator for the 49ers, Robert Saleh, who is currently meeting with the team now, and Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, who met with the team earlier today. Another NFL news is today that the Bills fired head coach Sean McDermott following Buffalo's playoff loss to the Broncos. McDermott has reached the playoffs 8 times during his 9-year tenure and becomes the top candidate for the final 7 vacancies. Well, now 6 vacancies with Miami off the board. Tonight, 2025 college football season comes to a close with Miami and Indiana facing off in the national championship game at Hard Rock Stadium. Kickoff is at 6:30 on ESPN. For your foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. We celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. today. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. It is National Championship Monday, and that's where Babs is. She is in South Florida with all the Hoosier people. And there are lots of Hoosier people down there, we hear. So Miami has the home field, but do they have the home field? Mark Mariani in studio.
Let's go.
Slay Dog headed to the airport. He is going to be on the SEC Network tomorrow. You can check him out there. What are you up to, big man?
Dude,
you had your Ibis hat on.
I had a rough day.
You did?
Rough day. Yeah, rough day.
What did you do today?
Well, at about, what time would it have been? Probably 9 p.m. last night.
Mm-hmm.
A field goal went through the uprights at Soldier Field.
Ooh.
Crushed my soul. And so I decided to hammer some brown water all night till I got cross-eyed and I woke up and I was just, head was ringing, man. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Let every play make way.
How about that 4th down throw?
Dude.
By Caleb to tie the game. And you're just sitting there like, this is what they do all year. I'm like, here comes another one. They had 7 fourth-quarter come-from-behind victories. I thought for sure when he made that throw they were going to win.
I was living in that city when the Blackhawks won and when the Cubs won. I just left. I was kind of back and forth when the Cubs won, but that town I've seen the parties that they throw after a championship. I cannot imagine what would happen in that city if the Bears were any good ever. And it was so close.
They're really good.
Yeah, but just
they were
the same
that
way.
Close to the NFC Championship game.
At home. So many plays you could go back to. But anyway, so that being said, I'm so glad we have another. It's like, we got to get back on the horse now. I'm glad there's another kickoff here in like an hour because, man, it was rough, tonight. Dude. It was rough last night. It was an awesome game. The NFL playoffs have been exceptional. It has been so fun. But I was on the wrong side of that one.
It was. It has been fun for sure. Executive producer of 3HL is Zeph.
What's up?
Let's start with this. Started the show with this, and just whether you guys know, maybe you don't. I'm looking at the Weather Channel app, and on Saturday, high temperature 26, low temperature 20. And it reads, watching a potential winter storm, snow likely, chance of snow 80%, winds out of the northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, 5 to 8 inches of snow expected.
What app's that?
Your app says something a little bit different.
Dude, I'm just on the iPhone weather app, and I scroll down. I click Saturday, 85% chance of precipitation. But you go to snow, it says 14 to 17 inches of snow. And
Can you imagine?
And I'm here for it.
I know
am
you
here
are.
for it.
I am too. But could you imagine if that happened here?
No, it'll be a mess, dude. It'll be a mess, and it'll be awesome. I mean, whenever I gripe about this weather here, it's always, hey, if you're going to give me the freezing rain,
Yeah.
just give me a blizzard.
Yeah.
Because the freezing rain
You can't do anything
is
with ice.
the worst. But
Takes power lines
the blizzard
down.
is coming, baby. It's coming.
You feel good about this?
I feel fantastic about this, man. This is it. I hope we have like 6 snow days.
All right. Here we go. Buffalo Bills have parted ways with head coach Sean McDermott. That's been a conversation point for much of the day since this has happened. 51 years old, history as a defensive coach. He was the defensive coordinator of the Eagles 2009 and 10, Panthers 2011 to 16, Bills head coach 2017 to 2025. Mark, he's won at least one playoff game in 6 straight seasons.
I don't understand.
He's not just going, they're winning games, but they haven't gotten over the hump.
So here's my question.
2 AFC title games. They've lost to Kansas City's knocked them out 4 of those years.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you look at what they've been running through, and you just go, okay, well, it's been brutal in the AFC. But my take on it, when I heard it, first of all, I was like, I had to do a double take to make sure I wasn't looking at a fake account, like the Adam Scheffler or whatever, fake one. But I double checked. And my thing is, if you fire a guy like that, you got to have a plan ready. What are they thinking that this late in the cycle, they're going to fire him, and what are they going to do? Like, I just don't understand. Is there a guy out there they're targeting? Do they have somebody else that they think is going to be better? I saw somebody wrote this. I'm not going to take credit, but now what happens with Joe Brady? Wasn't he going to get head coaching interviews?
He's available.
The whole thing.
Or does Sean McDermott just bring Joe Brady with him?
There's so many job openings, man, that they're going to get filled by some of these coordinators, and some teams are just going to get whatever's left as coordinator. But I mean, you see it every year with Liam Cohen and McDonald. Like, there's guys that we haven't heard of before they get the job, and they are extremely successful. So I'm not saying that these guys aren't, but there's a couple big names at the top of this coaching search, and then there's a bunch of just maybes that, for me, sitting here, they don't move the needle as much. I'm nervous that we're going to make a very strong run at whoever we do, whether it's Saleh or McDermott or whoever, and they're going to say, oh, nope, these job openings are better. I got Lamar Jackson. I got Josh Allen at quarterback that I can go take this other job of much, much more established organizations. I mean, I wonder where we rank as far as free agent coaches on their list.
Yeah, if you could just give him a little truth serum.
And here's the other thing.
Browns, Ravens, Raiders, Bills, Steelers, Cardinals, Titans.
I just don't. The Bills have to have a plan. They have to have some game plan of navigating this. Like, I was like, wait, did Harbaugh already sign with the Giants? Is he like,
there was some trepidation over the weekend.
That's what I'm saying. So there was something else brewing, that you take a perennial winner, you're in the playoffs, all those things, you haven't gotten over the hump, but now you're going to reset with an MVP quarterback?
Yep.
So anyway, I'll be interested to see how that plays out.
Well, Lamar may end up getting traded, so we'll see. Although the disconnect there with Monken is gone, so
dude,
we'll see. There's always drama in sports, man.
Apparently, there were some rumors that the Raiders were interested. I think Pro Football Talk put something out that Raiders could be an interesting target for a Lamar trade this offseason.
Wow.
Halfway to the Dolphins, that has happened this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
The Chiefs are hiring Eric Bieniemy as offensive coordinator, so Matt Nagy currently does not have a job.
Golly, man.
And we are his only head coach interview.
And
Is that true? No.
I think that's at least second interview. I don't think I've seen his name in second interviews anywhere other than the Titans.
So reportedly the Titans have second interviews with Matt Nagy, which happened today, and Robert Saleh, who evidently is there right now.
I said it on Friday. For me, and I don't know what it is, but for me, McDermott, it doesn't take over what I feel. I want Robert Saleh.
You do.
I want Robert Saleh. I want
You've
him for
consistently
a
said
bunch
that.
of reasons. One of them being, too, that there's dogs out there that want to play for this guy. You put him in the head of your franchise, you give somebody else the keys to the offense completely, and then now you have this figurehead of the organization that's stable. He's consistent, and he's a dog and a motivator. He's got guys that love taking the field for him, and that's what this organization needs right now.
It didn't work with the Jets, but nobody really has.
We talked about it again, but he had the third-ranked defense in the league in his last year there, and he had the fourth-ranked defense in the league, second to last year from there, and he had Zach Wilson as his starting quarterback. And guess what? They were 7-10 the year Aaron Rodgers clipped his Achilles. I mean, you can't hold that against him.
615-737-1045. Brett Doherty, Mark Mariani. Titanomics next up on 3HL. What up, man?
What's up, gentlemen? Good evening.
What's happening?
Hey, man, I still want Saleh as well, but Saleh, he was getting paid $5 million, I believe, and for the Jets, McDermott about 8 to 11 is what I'm seeing. So he won't be cheap, but Amy also is willing to spend the money. So that brings me to my point about Amy. I don't see the hate for Amy. I don't see why people hate her so much. I feel like she's done a well job, especially after firing Vrabel. We brought in Callahan. Everybody thought he was the best option at the time. But he also got fired at the right time. So I don't see the hate for her. Mark, can you explain it?
Well, I think hate's a strong word.
Fake Titanomics.
Yeah,
I mean, she does catch it from fans, though. She does.
But
She's
I'll
in
tell
that
you,
space right now.
I'll tell you where it comes from. It comes from back-to-back 3 and 4 win seasons. It comes from not winning football games. It comes from a really bad game day environment. It comes from like obviously a recency bias, but a recent history of losing, making the wrong decisions. And I mean, if you ask me why we're in the place we are, I think it stems from, at the root of where we're at right now is our terrible draft classes for 3 or 4 straight years. First rounders that never even saw the field, second rounders who you cut the next season. And we didn't build our roster from within, and that's what you have to do because we don't have a culture. We didn't create that, and we missed and missed and missed. Then you keep resetting. You hire Rand, you hire Callie, you just keep trying to get this short-term fix. I think then when there's so much turmoil and indecision, it just flows uphill to the owner. And the fact that she comes in and she lives in Houston and isn't here full-time, there's just a lot of reasons. Trust me when I tell you, winning cures everything.
Oh, she wants to win. I promise you.
You win,
I've talked with
nobody will say a word about the owner.
Yeah. The last 2 years have been
brutal.
It's what have you done for me lately? So this hire, very, very important. Got to figure it out. And you never know, man. The NFL is such a crapshoot on which guy works with which roster, with which front office, and what players do you draft and what free agents hit and there's so many moving elements.
Well,
that's why when you have continued success, that's amazing.
Hard to do. Well, the other thing that I sit here and feel extremely optimistic as two-tone blue Titans fans out there.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hang on. Dawn Davenport is calling me on FaceTime.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Get her on. Put her on.
Should I see what Dawn is doing?
Yes.
I'm quite sure she did not mean to do that.
Oh, wow. Pocket dial. No, I bet you she wants to be on the show.
Tell her to call the
Get her in
hotline.
here.
Sorry to interrupt. I thought that was funny.
No,
this is where we are with Dawn right now. She's FaceTiming people by accident. No.
Where I was.
I do not want you to call her on
Yes,
the
call her.
hotline.
We do. We want her. No, what I was saying is what gives me excitement and optimism is that I think Chad Brinker and Mike Borgonzi are tough as nails football dudes. I think those two hires.
I love how they separated their responsibilities and clearly defined them.
Yeah, that's true.
And I love that Borgonzi has the 53 and is taking the lead in the coaching search, and that Brinker can do the analytic stuff and all of those things, the business stuff, and then Burt Nihill has his role clearly defined.
Yep.
And Yeah, I'm anxious to see how all this works moving forward, but I think it's maybe the most positive side we've seen in a couple of years.
I just like those guys leading the ship. They're no nonsense. And obviously the first draft was fantastic. So I like the direction we're heading when you're talking about building this thing because, gosh, we can't go too much. We can't go backwards too much. We're number 1 last year and number 4 this year. So
615-737-1045. We've got one line open if you want in. Mark Mariani in studio. We'll take your calls. We celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, I have decided to stick to love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. We will be right back. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Got to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Start the new year with a new vehicle. Maybe you've been thinking about it, and maybe you have begun the process. If you have, make sure you include my friends Daniel Gupton and his crew at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. If you haven't begun, just start there, and it'll end there. It'll be, the one interview thing. Like John Harbaugh of car buying. Car, truck, SUV, Jeep, Sprinter van, whatever you need, new or pre-owned, they've got you covered. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. That is the address, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Check out the website. Everything is there. All the dealership information, everything you need to know about them, address, phone number, all of it. Inventory, new, pre-owned, right there at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. The website, GuptonMotors.com. That's GuptonMotors.com. All the sales they have going on in the month of January, all the deals they have going on in the month of January, right there. 3450 Tom Austin Highway. The website, again, GuptonMotors.com. About 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. I believe that it'll be the best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Doors of Nashville, if you need new windows, you need new doors, guess what? You need to call Pella. Yes, you might be surprised to learn how affordable those replacement windows are from Pella Windows and Doors. Even more affordable with what we call the Dawn Deal. They let me do a different deal every single month and offer it to you. All you have to do is tell them, hey, give me the Dawn Deal, and they'll take care of you. And for the month of January, payments as low as $99 a month. And then on top of that, 50% off Pella certified labor. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, the absolute best. They did my windows in my rental property and doors and in my home as well because we had issues with our windows not being sealed. And they're a great company to work for or work with, and they will take care of you. Schedule a free consultation. Super easy to do it. You can just do it online. You don't even have to call them if you don't want to. PellaNashville.com.
look, it's that time again. Hey, you on my mind again. World class international. Tell her meet me in Nashville. And it's not up for discussion, just a lot of walking buckets. One player get that medal. 4 weeks, it's all or nothing. We made the rules how we play right now. Give me the ball in my hand right now. Tell him to keep it a band right now. I think we hot in demand right now. Yeah, rise to the challenge, never ran from them. The roster filled with champions. The music seekers tell them this is our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game. Our court, our game.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, moonshine in the studio, or as someone in the chat called him, brown water. Paul Buckner called you brown water. That's pretty
Paul.
funny. Will there be brown water tonight for the Natty?
Listen, man, I might be celebrating. I'm on the U tonight. I like what Miami's got going on, man.
You've got a U hat on.
I'm a bandwagoner. I like. Here's how I think they win.
Okay.
Pound Fletcher, dude.
Have to.
I mean,
the problem I have with Miami right now is everything I hear about Cristobal not being a very good coach in that world, but they kept trying to get cute against Ole Miss.
That's right.
All you had to do was hit it. They were hitting them in the face.
That's right. And here's the other thing is.
And then they would flea flicker. Let's lose 12 yards.
They, against Ohio State, they played like a perfect game. No turnovers, no penalties.
No penalties.
No, nothing. They locked down. There was not a single play in that game on either side over 20 yards. It was just like a old school, but it was really disciplined football. That's how you have to beat Indiana tonight. If you go to the way you beat Ole Miss, which is like kind of a shootout, got to have big plays.
Indiana will go fast, pace-wise, like Ole Miss did.
But I'm saying Miami cannot turn the ball over. They cannot have a bunch of penalties. They just can't afford it. And the thing that I think will be key, majorly key, is Mesidor and Bain. Mm-hmm. Those two defensive ends for Miami. If they come to play, I mean, they're playing for first-round draft pick. I mean, they're playing for top 5 money here. If they come, they can wreck this thing tonight for Indiana. But on the same token, Indiana is like that annoying football team that just never makes mistakes and just
they haven't lost a fumble since the 18th play of the season.
I did not see that stat. That is mind-blowing.
They have 13 total penalties on defense all year.
Wow.
Think about that.
I know. It's insane. How do you win? That reminds me of Tommy Boy or Black Sheep. It's kind of hard to beat you in checkers when you never move your back row, ever. It's like, I can't beat you, Indiana, when you never turn the ball over. You have no penalties. Your quarterback will not throw an incompletion. They are so consistent and so
8
good.
touchdown passes and 5 incompletions in the play.
Oh, I know. I saw that. I mean, dude, I cannot.
His back shoulder throws, I don't even know what you do with that.
They are pretty gnarly to watch. It is.
Miami's got a cornerback, Xavier Lucas, who will miss the first half, too, because he got tossed in the last game.
Right. That's right. I know. It'll be tough. I mean, they're 8.5. That's a big number in a natty. 7.5. Big number in a natty. But it'll be fun. I mean, I think I'm jacked for this matchup. I definitely think Miami has to play a dang near perfect game. But I truly believe we saw it play out in the NFL games. We've seen it all postseason. It's if you can win the trenches and get after the opposing team's quarterback, which Miami can do with a 4-man rush, you just never know how you can throw off the timing and rhythm of somebody. And I've seen it happen where guys just take over. And I think Bain and Messidor have to do that if Miami has any chance to win. And we haven't even said Tony's name. What's his first name? Malachi Tony. I mean, that guy is so explosive. But Indiana has him too. It'll be fun. I'm on that. I'm on that money line though.
You're on the U money line? That's a blood in the water. That's a big blood in the water.
Our boy Todd came on, and I mean, if he said it.
Yeah, he did. 615-737-1045. Larissa in Nashville. Larissa, what's up?
Hi, guys. Mike, it's always so good to hear you. Although the entire crew is missed when the others are gone. And Dawn is living her best life.
She is. She's FaceTiming me. I don't know what's happening.
I love every bit of it. It was like she better get her fun on. But with all that said, I had said this when I called this morning with Ramon and Will. All cards are on the table when it comes. Everyone should be in the building. Planes, trains, automobiles. Every single coach that is in consideration should be considered for a variety of reasons. Because you want to see who wants to coach the Titans. It's not about the money. It's not about the coaching situation, because you can get a job, but who wants to coach the Titans? And that is exactly where I think a lot of the fans and maybe a little, I don't like Nagy, I don't like this. But this is not the time to actually splice through that type of thought process. Who wants to be the coach of the Titans? Because it can only get better. That's the only thing I have to say. And you guys have fun. But, by the way, Miss Amy is a businesswoman. So those who keep hating, you guys, she does a lot of things outside of football that people don't know about. She helps a lot of kids. So, yeah, be a little easy on them.
Thank you, Larissa. Good luck with that one. But, yes, you're not wrong.
Thank you, Larissa.
Thank you, Larissa.
I hate's a strong word. Nobody hates Miss Amy. I know that it's just from frustration of these records and sort of the cycle we've been through. It feels like we're in a dryer, just tumbling.
The franchise is not where Titans fans want it to be.
And we got couple that with everybody's PSLs got hiked. We got a new stadium coming.
Yep.
It just feels like you just keep getting kicked. But like I said, there's optimism in the air, and we have a couple foundational pieces in place, and we have two guys at the head of this thing that have gotten it right so far.
615-737-1045. So I think the official count is 16. Is that what the official count is? I saw 18 at one point.
I think it's 18.
18 interviews?
There are 7 jobs open right now, okay? Titans, Browns, Ravens, Raiders, Bills, Steelers, and the Cardinals. So that's a total of 10 in this cycle. Are there 10 deserving, like we know they are NFL head coaches? That's the problem here, right? Like, so if you get out of line and you bring Sean McDermott in and you pause a day, and then Saleh goes to, where's he going tomorrow? Arizona?
If he makes it out of the building, yes.
Yeah. and goes to Arizona, then you lose a coach to Arizona.
That can't be
Then where are we?
I cannot.
Mark's got his face in his hands.
Dude, the Cardinals job cannot be an attractive job. It can't. But I bet you outsiders are saying that about our job too.
Well, at least with the Titans, you have a developing quarterback. So if you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. You're not interested, right? You've got the number 4 overall pick this year. You don't need a quarterback. So you get one of the top 3 players, let's say, that are not in the quarterback portion of the draft, right?
Yep.
So you're going to end up with, the best edge you want, the best receiver you want, potentially. Like, you're going to have options with number 4. Then you've got Schefter said it was $113 million cap space, which is most in the NFL. That's a selling point.
And that's where, to me,
and then all the other stuff, new stadium, no income tax, all that.
That's where to me, a guy like Saleh comes in when you have his track record of dude's just a leader of men and people want to play for him. That whole 49ers roster went through this thing and was like, dude, Saleh's our guy, man. Let's ask Fred Warner what he thinks about Saleh, right? And you just go, dude, we want if there's free agents that are talking to the Titans and we have a guy like that running the ship, maybe we have an edge on some people. I don't know, but I just want a figurehead like that running my organization.
Brett Doherty, Mark Mariani with you, 615-737-1045. Bill in Bellevue. Bill, what's up?
Man, I was originally calling about the U. Like, are they there yet? They really need this game to be there. But, man, I really think the Steelers and the Ravens, they've really got the coaching search, like, by the gonads, man. But do y'all really think, though, the U really needs this, or they already got it? And I'm going to hang up and listen. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate
you know
it.
what, Bill?
Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. You get to this game, got to have it. It will be number 6 for Miami if they win it. Obviously, Indiana's never won one.
It's probably just a ruckus down there, dude. Home field at Hard Rock. Miami. Just ask Don.
Just saw a video of Cam Ward walking into the stadium.
There you go.
Bill, to talk about something else Bill said about the Steelers and Ravens. You're right. And those are franchises that are established and historically are just, some of the best in the NFL the last 20 years. I'm very curious to understand see what the Steelers are going to do too, because it's not like Tomlin and his staff got fired. He stepped down. He's got coordinators. What happens with Art Smith, DC, ST?
New head coach can do whatever he wants, right? Like usually general managers and front office personnel allow the head coach to pick his own staff.
100%.
I hope here, and I've been saying this, and I think everybody would agree with this, I hope Bones Fossil is on the next staff.
Without
100%.
question. Without question. 100%.
615-737-1045. Bam in Nashville. Bam, what up, man?
Hey, man, I'm sitting outside the stadium right now. I am about to put picket signs up. We do not want Nagy. No Nagy. No Nagy. No Nagy. So I'm just letting you know, if you see me on TV tonight, I'm just letting you know.
It's Bam.
I'm not here.
It's Bam out there.
Slay mentioned you earlier because you're like the guy that always knows where the dinners are and stuff like that.
Yeah. I thought it was either like Bourbon Steakhouse or STK or Oak Steakhouse. I told them they needed to take Mac Nagy to In-N-Out Burger, to be honest with you. That's where he needs to go.
Take him to Lebanon.
Yeah.
Make him wait in line for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Man, look, Saleh don't need to leave the building, man. I was all for McDermott, but I'm like, that's a long shot. And it's where we are in the process that scares me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, go ahead, let's just lock this man down. He is what we need. Like you said, like you were just saying a minute ago, he's a leader of men. There's nothing about Matt Nagy that just entices me to go run into a wall. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about him that's like, okay, this guy's going to take us into the future. I'm not saying Saleh's the answer, but he gives more like, okay, my boys are going to play for me, because you saw what he did with a second or third string defense. There is nothing about Nagy that says, okay, it's gonna be a dogfight when you play the Titans with us. You know, it's so many questions about that guy that's just like, nah, man, he ain't it, bro. He just ain't it. And I would hate to feel like Matt Bergonzi, his job is going to be tied to this, because it is. And we are dealing with the most impatient owner in the world. So, therefore, if we come here 2 years later and we back in his head coaching cycle again, we're going to be looking for a GM and a coach. So I just rather save all the drama. Don't let Saleh leave the building. Go ahead, let's end this cycle tonight.
All right,
or
man.
if you go ahead.
No, I appreciate the phone call, man. Thanks for checking in. Always good to hear your voice, man.
Here's
my boy.
All right, later.
One thing to add too is it is an impatient owner technically when you look at it.
She ain't messing around.
But on paper, but also we've gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Rand wasn't the guy. He was not the guy.
She has no problem admitting mistake.
And Callie wasn't the guy. And
Callahan was the first coach fired this year after a 1-5 start.
You've been doing this show longer than anybody, so you know this. I'm sorry, but everybody wants to bring it up. Titans fans, Mike Vrabel went 6-18
in his last 24.
In his last 24 games. Mm-hmm. Nobody was standing up. It wasn't like it was fighting. So does it look?
It was obvious the roster was in a place. I mean, if you're going to be fair, I know he's had success at New England and he's doing great and all those things. They're probably going to the Super Bowl, right? Because they're about to play a team with no quarterback.
Yep.
Jarrett Stidham. That's the guy in the AFC Championship game. But yeah, the truth of the situation is he was 6-18. The roster sucked.
Yeah, I mean, and we got it.
And that's why you are where you are.
And he and Rand didn't get along. I mean, the whole thing, it was a mess.
So much drama.
So it's not that, I don't know. We're just getting it wrong. That's why I'm sitting up here saying, but that's why I'm sitting here saying that my optimism goes above the head coach.
Yeah.
And it goes above it. When we hired Chad Brinker, I talked to that guy one time at a little mixer thing, and I'm like, dude, this guy doesn't want to even be here. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. That dude wants to be in the building, in the film room, and he wants to be absolutely devouring tape and a football guy through and through. And then when he hired Borgonzi, those two are going to get this thing right. But we haven't gotten it right in the last 4 years. So it's time.
615-737-1045. Darrington out east. D, what up?
What's happening, my beautiful people? Nobody hates Amy. I want you to go ask Mike Marker how he feels about Amy. I'm pretty sure he got something nice to say about him. A whole bunch of malarkey about her. But listen, I'm not the biggest college football fan, as you know. I feel like college football is overrated. It's boring. You wouldn't get me to watch a college football game, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Y'all keep talking about this Miami pass rush. They might have the greatest pass rush of all time. But you know what kind of canceled that out? One guy by the name of Carson, get him out of Georgia Beck. He is gonna be the sole reason why Miami doesn't win. And there'll be $4 million down the drain. Hey, Ruben, thanks for all your contribution. Matter of fact, damn the game. I just want to see Michael Irvin's reaction. That's the game right there.
I want to watch
Michael
the
Irvin
game.
is the show.
On all fours. He's down on the field one time. Yeah, Carson Beck scares the hell out of me if I'm a Miami fan. Oh, see you, D. He scares the hell out of me. Man, I keep saying this, when they do that tight shot of his eyes, I do not see belief. I do not see confidence. I do not see, hey, boys, we're going to go get this done. But he'll make a throw. And then he'll miss 3 wide open dudes that would have had touchdowns against Ole Miss. Throw one of the balls out of bounds.
They're going to throw this ball 10 or less yards from the line of scrimmage all night. They're not going to let him unleash it. But honestly, I don't feel that way, man. I think Carson Beck was worth every penny down there. These guys are in the national
championship game.
I know. This dude, jeez, man. Who knew? Who knew Carson Beck was going to be worth $4 million, man? It's crazy.
615-737-1045. More 3HL when we come back. Bingo card is next, and more of your phone calls. Natty is tonight. Titans coaching search. If something happens, we got it for you. 3HL 1045 The Zone. United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. Foundation repair and waterproofing is what they do. USSTN.com. And what comes to mind when you think of home? Maybe it's meals around the kitchen table, movie nights on the couch, or the feeling of walking through the door and knowing you are safe. Home is where life happens, and at the center of it all is your home's foundation. At USS, they understand how important the foundation is to your life and how much trust it takes when you need help protecting it. Now, January is a wet month. We have already seen this. So when water starts showing up where it does not belong in your basement or crawl space, it can quickly become a serious problem. And figuring out where the water is coming from, that can be a nightmare. It can come from poor drainage, small cracks in your foundation walls, or even a hidden plumbing leak. But the USS team of experts will find out why your basement or crawl space is wet, then create a customized plan to fix it the right way and with a lifetime warranty. At United Structural Systems, they're more than a team of problem solvers. They're your neighbors, and they care about their customers. Visit USSTN.com to learn more or call 615-488-7855. At USS, we're more than waterproofing. We're committed. We're trustworthy. We are USS. 3HL 1045, The Zone, Martin Luther King Day. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. 615-737-1045. Definitely less poetic, the 3HL bingo card. So these are things that occurred during the show, were said during the show that were not anticipated before the show. So it's kind of a reverse bingo card. Let's take a dump this weekend. That meant snow. And your model is saying 14 to 17 inches of snow, Moonshine.
They're just trying to get me excited for the week, baby. Get me all teed up. Let's go.
What will you do if there's a foot and a half of snow out there? Like, do you have skis in the house? Like,
no, but we gonna be sledding. Me and those kids, we gonna be sledding.
My wagers have it figured out. Slay was separate. We were talking about, I can't figure this game out. And Slay was like, but my wagers figured it out. So he went Indiana minus 12.5. He took it up to 12.5.
Slay?
Yeah.
I know. That's the bet. That's the bet. Because either it's going to be a blowout like they've been doing, or Miami's going to win.
That's what I think. Dictates the pace.
I think
time of possession and all those things. Mistakes.
I do not think Indiana wins a close game. I think Indiana blows them out, or Miami wins. Yes.
You make time for what matters. Dory Harrison said that. Professional women's basketball player. You're talking about nut dust? Slay was talking about, you know how you...
What happened earlier in the show?
He said, you know how you... I forget what he was talking about, but he said, you know how you like dump some peanuts out and you've got the little dust stuff? And I was like, you talking about nut dust?
I thought that was just the salt that falls off.
And leave my unit alone. That's what he says about if Nagy got the job or if Saleh got the job, maybe. But certainly if Nagy got the job, he's indicating, like, I'm going to hire an offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. I'm going to manage the team. Y'all do your thing. Coordinators coordinate. He's not calling plays, he says. He didn't call plays in Kansas City. Now, he's without a job now, as Kansas City hired Eric Bieniemy to replace him as offensive coordinator. His contract had expired. So now Nagy does not have a job.
And he doesn't have any other interviews lined up outside of the Titans. That's the part that's kind of like bugging me, is like, why doesn't anybody else want this guy except for the Tennessee Titans?
Is that because of the relationship with Borgonzi?
That's what it feels like. Is like, this is a hire my buddy who I know kind of guy.
So do you think that Matt Nagy's just like, if I'm going to be a head coach, it's going to be in Tennessee? If not, I'm going to go be an offense coordinator somewhere?
There are a lot of OC openings, so...
Yeah, but why would you take an OC job anywhere that's available when you could just be interviewing for head coaching jobs? I don't understand that mindset.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's because he's not getting the opportunities.
Because
nobody wants him.
Shouldn't that tell the Titans something? Hey, you guys are the only ones interviewing this guy for
I'm
head
a wait
coach.
and see guy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, when they hire their next coach, I'm going to be wait and see guy. I am. And everybody's going to, look, the coach is going to have a press conference, and he's going to fire everybody up. And so a lot of people are going to be mad. It doesn't matter who they hire. There are going to be a lot of people mad. It's so funny to me. But then they'll have that press conference. You'll be like, okay, let's give the guy a chance. That's where this is Nashville, y'all. We've been talking about preaching love all day.
I just am with Zeph. Don't let him out of the building. Because
you're talking about Robert Saleh. If people have just tuned in.
I want Robert Saleh, and my issue right now is I don't think there's a close second, and that's what scares me.
Unless McDermott has a sniff of interest in the Titans, which we don't know that yet. We haven't seen anything from him.
He'd be a close second. I'm not saying he's not, but I guess
everybody
that just happened today. Man.
Candy B 91. Nagy could be a placeholder until Tomlin is available.
That is not what we need. That is absolutely not what we need.
Terrible idea.
No, love you, Candy B.
Because here's the truth. Here's the nasty truth of it. Is we're not 1 year away. This roster's not 1 year away.
No.
It's gonna take some time. We might win 6 or 7 next year.
Great start with the draft last year.
Yes.
Now can they stack that?
Exactly. And so you kind of just hope it's the following season when we open the new stadium, and then
what do you do? Like, do you bring Chick back? Do you bring Calvin Ridley back? You sure as hell need to make Jeffrey Simmons the highest paid defensive tackle in football this offseason.
Yeah.
Even though he's got 2 years left on it. You don't want to go into a contract year with him.
No, that would be bad. Didn't Chig already say goodbye?
He did on Twitter. It was weird. Like, see
yeah,
it,
but I feel like most of those guys don't know what their future is. And especially with the new coaching staff coming in.
The thought is he's going to get more money somewhere else because people are willing to pay the guy they don't know as opposed to the guy that you do know, I guess, for lack of a better way to say it.
But there's also, I hate to say it again because we love them and I love them and I want this. I'm as big of a two-tone. I mean, I'm a homer as it gets. But there's some.
Dude, you broke your leg on the field.
I'd do it again for the boys. But my point is there's some mindsets where you're like, I'm a free agent. I'm not coming back here. I'm not coming back here. I want to go somewhere where we win now. And people are if you're getting your second or third contract, you're in that point of your career where you're just like, hey, I'm not going back there. I know what that's like.
The Brian 03 says Chig's going to go to New England. Boy, that makes complete sense.
Don't you dare.
That makes complete sense. Vandy in Columbia. Vandy, what up?
Hey, guys. Mark, I love your opinion about Robert Saleh, but I'm just going to go out here and say what nobody wants to hear. The Tennessee Titans are not serious about winning. Do you know how I know this? Look at who they're interviewing. Robert Saleh, fired for losing. Matt Nagy, fired for losing. Raheem Morris, fired for losing. You know what? There's a guy that interviewed for this job on Friday that has a history of 10 years of coaching in the NFL with one losing season, that developed a quarterback with the same skill set as Cam Ward. Why aren't we hiring Jason Garrett? He's the only one that can win with this team. Quit interviewing these losers that have been fired for losing and hire somebody that has won. Let's get it done. Go Titans. Tighten up, baby.
Thank you.
Hey, that's a great call. I gotta be honest with you.
Jason Garrett.
Hey, here's the deal. Honestly, I'll get this on record. I mean it. I wouldn't be that mad with Jason Garrett. I love him. I know him personally. He's a great dude. He's a phenomenal dude. That's it. Still on Robert Saleh, though. But I would be higher on Jason Garrett than a lot of these other names that we're throwing out, for sure. Maybe he's my new number 3. He's my new number 3 after Saleh and McDermott.
Somebody in the chat a few days ago called Jason Garrett the yellow starburst.
Oh, God. Well, hey, and he had to put up with Jerry and the whole thing. But Vandy, listen, we're not holding the Jets against Robert Saleh, dude. He had Zach Wilson as his starting quarterback.
I love it. Hey, thanks for coming in, man.
Dude, happy Monday. I appreciate you guys. I'm so jacked for this game. We got 30 minutes till kickoff, 35.
I just saw another quote from Martin Luther King Jr. This is not good for me. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity.
That describes our show.
Yeah, I got no chance, Dr. King. Hey, man, hope you had a great day. We'll be back at it tomorrow talking about the national championship game and all of the Titans information. We've got it for you here on the Zone all day long. As Bab says, lock it in and rip the knob off. She did just text me, and she said that she sort of meant to FaceTime me.
Oh, yeah, she's hammered. Fried, sorry. She's fried.
Right during the middle of a segment.
Hey,
enjoy Miami, Don.
Yeah. I love y'all out there, man. Thanks for listening to my nonsense all the time.
Same, and really appreciate you coming in. Safe travels for Slay. You can watch him on the SEC Network tomorrow. Bab's going to be here tomorrow. She's going to be back. Just a little one-day deal?
She said she got an early flight, so we'll see.
I love it. I can't wait. We appreciate you guys for including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. 3HL is organized chaos. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face at some point. Have a great night, y'all. Enjoy the game. Good night. God bless.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya unless you are all those Hoosier fans down there in Miami or one of the head coaches that the Titans are going to hire, because at this point, I don't really know.